Hey, y'all get in here so we can talk about these darn people. Come on. Come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Get in here. We got to talk about these folk. How y'all doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Let me greet who's in the room because y'all know we got a little bit to cover. Yes, we do. Who we got? Magaline Lamar. This our good sis. Thank you for being like number one. Belize and JB is like number two. Hey, boo. Bianca the Beautiful is blessed in the chat. Our head archangel, y'all. She says to hit the like button on your way in. Get your wine, get your water, get your burr, whatever you sipping. Get comfortable. Makeup addict, how you doing? I don't know why people are taking Angela serious. On social media, I told y'all, I believe a lot of them is bots. I don't believe that real live human people are taking this chick serious. I don't. Hey, Thankful Live. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being like number 7. Auntie Eva is number 10. Miss Nisi, she's number 9. Good to see you. Happy Sunday to you too. Okay, Amanda K. Hey, boo. All right, Miss Vita is here from Denver. I know that's right. Miss Gardner, that's our girl. Thank you for being number 12, sis. Vita is 14. And our girl Annie, Miss Annie Gant from South Cac. I know that's right, sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We're glad to see you. What a lovely picture. All right. And Miss Gardner is thanking everyone for the birthday wishes because we celebrated her birthday yesterday. Okay. Or as we say down there in Central Florida, yes, diddy. We celebrated her, yes, diddy. Yes, we did. All right, and she thumbs up. She gave us a thumbs up on the TV. All right, thank you, sis. Brooklyn Queen for you. Hi, happy Sunday. Make sure you hit the like button. And hey, y'all, don't forget your engagement button, bottom right-hand side, circle, heart emoji. Tap it. Real hard. Give me some bubbles. Give me some bubbles. Lulu's little girl, thank you for being number 18. Say she's waiting for shenanigans from the corner crew, baby. You know it's the crew stay in the corner. They be throwing me in the corner. But I know somebody gonna bond me out because my people love me. Okay, DH, was it DH or DT? Somebody bonded me out last time. If I get locked up, I know somebody got me. All right, Amanda K is 21. Brianna King, hey, boo. She's such a cutie pie. Hey, sweet beloved. How you doing, girl? Thank you for being number 18. My girl, Miss Jackie Gaines is number 23. Happy Sunday. D Crazy, D Amazing DS is 26. She's here to run that corner. Black Smile. Hello, beautiful lady. She's number 22. My girl, Catherine Bennett. What's going on, sis? She's number 28, and I thank you. Vicky Black is 28, and I appreciate you. Happy Sunday. Anita. Hey, girl, thank you for being 29. Toria, hey, Toria. Happy Sunday. Hit the like button. It's my Brandon. Hey. Okay, wait. You say as a ravishing, radiant, raven-haired beauty yourself. Which RHO ladies' hairstyle do you like, and which balayage blonde style? Hey, royal family. Well, none of them had a balayage. Not one of them had a balayage. We saw a blonde wig. And I'm not sure what to call what Cynthia had on. Y'all know cheekbones is gorgeous, but her wigs be tragic. Her wigs look like she always just left doing a Tyler Perry play. But Cynthia's gorgeous. She could snatch it off, shave her head bald, and she would still be gorgeous because that's what she is, right? Now, hair-wise, I don't know. Porsha's hair was nice, but it's always nice. It was nothing special. That's the only critique I could really say for her. It was just nothing special. And I would say for Shamea's hair was the bomb. I could say that easily. Shamea's hair was the bomb. So take from that what you may. Take from that what you may. But yeah, I saw no balayage. I did see that really bright blonde on Phaedra, which that blonde works for her, but I couldn't even get into it because she had that big old Xena Warrior Princess helmet on, right? So she kind of did me dirty with that. Hey, TG, happy Sunday. Thank you for being 16. All right, Delicia Dismute. Hey, girl, thank you for being 30. X in the house. Hey, boo, hit the like button. Shabelle is here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Put your like number in the chat. Shabelle is 33, and I thank you. Sweetness Johnson is hanging with us this evening. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being number 30. Priscilla Clemens is 34. Thank you, sis. Linnell is in the house. Hey, girl. Thank you for being 30. Amy J. Hey, girl. How you doing? Forever 21 is 31. Thank you, sis. Sharon Middleton is 33. My sister's rolling on in. That's what I'm talking about. Toria, thank you for being 41. I appreciate you. Richard Wilson is 42. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. My girl, country girl, Queena is 44. Hey, sis. I love my sister. Jay McCrory. Hey, how you doing? Happy Sunday. Y'all get on here. We can talk about these people. I can't promise you that we're not going to have an audio moment or two this evening because there was a lot of them heifers trying to talk over each other. It was certain people that was trying to overtalk folks the minute they was about to, expose something. So we're going to get into it. Antoinette, thank you for being 47. Don't think for 1 minute that I missed it because I didn't. I didn't miss it. I know that's right. My baby said he ain't got to be told twice to send up them bubbles because them bubbles mean something to me. Okay. DT, my DT. All right now. DT is telling y'all to make sure y'all hit that like button because it's a big deal. Buddy Winston, how you doing? 55, got your snacks ready. You know what, buddy? Fun fact, I got a cousin, buddy. Now, his name is Theodore. Now, if you look at it on paper, it might confuse you because it looks like Theodore. But if you know anything about country folks from Georgia, they ain't going to call you what the name looked like on paper, so they call him Theodore. But his nickname is Buddy. And that's one of my favorite big cousins anywhere on the whole planet. I love me some Buddy. That was my favorite big cousin. He always drank Tanqueray, and he always had a new car and a different woman. Love my big cousin. I hope you're a Buddy like he's Buddy, because Buddy was cool. You a player, Buddy? You a player? Because if you're a player, then shout out to you. Okay. All right. Yes. If it's your first time being live with us, please put FTL for first time live in the chat. Please and thank you. Be glad to have you. All right. I didn't like it. I did not like that swept to the side with the 1992 baby hair slick back. I just didn't like it. It looked dated. It looked old. We ain't wore our hair like that in forever. I don't care. And let me tell y'all this. I don't care nothing about that fake birth certificate she brought out either. I don't believe her. Nope. I don't bet more believe Angela than nothing. Talking about she was born in 81. Minus what? Tamika Graham, thank you for being 54. Yeah, Angela can fool y'all. She can't fool me. And I'm tired of her, just coming in there like old Olivia all the time. Hey, Yanni, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Catherine say she feel like the whole reunion could have been on email till the last 5. But I know the notebook gonna say was, girl, you would think people would keep me in notebooks because the notebook keep us afloat. Because I have to dig through the mess to find out what the hell going on. Thank you for being number 60, DT. Adrian Marie in the house. Thank you for being 60. Y'all hit that bad boy at the same time. Here go Bad. Okay, our Birmingham beauty all the way from the UK. That's our girl. Hey, Aries Diva. Thank you for being 64, Vet. Y'all come on through. Yeah, she was talking. She was over talking. Drew was over talking. Shamea was over talking. I'm going to tell you. Everybody on that couch was like, it was like an over talking palooza. Everybody was trying to make other people be quiet. And I'm like, oh, y'all hoes got some secrets. That's all I got out of that. Slow Glow, thank you for being 57. Thank you. Deborah Randall is here, y'all. That means we are in compliance and Housewives Talk is legal. Hey, girl. Glad my sister here. I'm going to need backup tonight because I had to dig through some stuff. Thank you for the super sticker, Delicia. This is my first support of the whole day. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. All right. Oh, shoot. Say definitely cool. A cancer baby. I know that's right. Here go John Drill. Now, Jandria, we're gonna get us understanding beforehand, because you crazy. Okay, this look into the camera, look into my eyes. This is me and you talking. After how you done that shields, girl, you are now working the reflection corner. DS is the supervisor. You are now the manager of the reflection corner, because you don't know how to act. I'm not forgetting what you said. You said that girl had capital gums and lowercase teeth. And for that alone, you are now the manager of the reflection corner. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me fix this right now. Because, see, I done figured y'all out. Those of y'all in here that's real crazy, like y'all ain't playing crazy, like y'all actually crazy, I have to put y'all to work. See, I was shown what to do. I was shown. The Lord and showed me what to do with all the crazy people. Hold on. Hold on. This is what I'm finna do. Let me go and put a wrench on you. Use a moderator. You're one of the archangels. Bianca is our head archangel. But we put a wrench on you because now you are in charge, ma'am. You the second in command in that reflection corner, because you crazy. I love you, but you're crazy. Okay, so that's what we're doing. I'm glad we got everybody here. Thank you for being number 74. Gigi, thank you for being 75. How you doing? Good to see you. Anybody who's here first time, remember to put FTL for first time live so we can welcome you personally and individually, because we're happy to have you here. Carrie Clark, thank you for being 78. If y'all must cuss, please misspell your cuss words. Please no bickering, arguing, or disrespecting anybody in my chat, because it ain't going to be tolerated, okay? Vita, thank you for being like number 75. Remember, everybody has a fave, and it may not be yours and vice versa. So please agree to disagree respectfully. Yes. And thank you for receiving your assignment. You are now helping DS to round up other folks like yourselves and help them into the reflection corner so they can cool off before they tell us something else crazy. Yes. So what is it with all the D's being always in the reflection corner? Well, DT, I don't know, because you're also in the reflection corner. Okay. You are the captain emeritus of the reflection corner. Would you like to tell us why all y'all D's end up in the reflection corner? Share with the rest of the class, please. I don't know why y'all crazy, but y'all crazy. And it never fails. It never fails. Without fail. Y'all is crazy as a chinch. Just start, hey, boo. Thank you for being number 76. You see? Just tell her again. That's what she did. So now we done put her on the job. Now you got a job. Look at you. Thank you, boo. We love you back. And you are absolutely delightful. Don't think because I'm clowning about you being crazy that I don't love every minute of it, because I do. I love every minute of it. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of the warmest family on YouTube. We love you, girl. All right. Anita says, so Angela is 20 years younger than Charles. Oh, my. Girl, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. Nita, girl. Me and you, we long with each other, I believe. How come my necks don't look like that? I ain't got no deep gashes in my neck. Where the hell she get them deep gashes from if she 43? You're not going to sit up here and tell me that woman younger than me. You're not. You're not. I ain't even tempted to believe that we classmates. I wants to believe Angela might have beat me by a year or two. That's what I want to believe. I want to believe that 1 minute. Because if she telling the truth, then sin really does disfigure. Because, ma'am, how the hell? Ma'am, how in the hell? What are those? Like one of them temporary tattoo? Did she tattoo them lines on her neck? How else you get that? Because Black women, we age on our neck and our hands. You can count the rings to kind of know how old we are. Where she get them deep, strong gashes in her neck if she 40? Let me shut up. I'm going to shut up. If she want to tell that lie, tell it. I've been saying I'm 25 for the last, hell, 17, 18 years. So it's okay. If she want to say that, I go along with it. But we all know it ain't true. Hell, I can get me a birth certificate made say I was born in what year I got to say I was born in to be 25. One of y'all figure that out and help me get a fake birth certificate. Say she got them deep gashes from the Grand Canyon. Child look like the hollows of West Virginia in her neck. Jandria said, I believe she capping too. I'm 45, so I know she older. Because I'm like, what you been doing for a living? Cleaning up Chernobyl? You was over there at Dresden after the bombing. Like, what the hell was you doing to look like that at 43? What on earth could you do to make yourself look like that at 43? I don't believe that. I'm so tired of these lying women. Listen, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't even review them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Right now, to your very before. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't even review these women. They just sit up and just lie unprovoked. All of them. They just tell one after the other. I mean, just shoot them off. Bang, bang. Brandon say, you 25 like me. No way she younger than us. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Vet says she must have had a hard life. Vet, you're going to end up working in that reflection corner too. You're going to end up working over there. Because see, y'all think Vet quiet. Vet'll slip one in on you. She'll slip one in. Nisa say, I'm 56 and I ain't. That's all I'm trying to say, sis. That's all I'm trying to say. And I used to run the streets and bend corners, and I ain't got all that. So what was you doing? The Life About Design. Hey, girl, thank you for being like number 80. Angela's Josh Star say Angela ain't 43, but Charles will age any woman and put the rings of sequoia trees on a woman. You ain't wrong. That's a mean, scary old man. Yeah, child. I'm tired. Hello, Miss Sparkle. Welcome. Good to see you. I hope you had a wonderful Sunday, and we're glad to have you. Antoinette say the footprint birth certificates ain't legal. You take them from the hospital. Yeah, but anybody could have gave her one from the hospital. I ain't talking about is it legal. I'm saying it's fake. It's fake. You say if it wasn't for me, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't even review these lying women. I promise you. Makeup addict said Angela in her 40s, I'm 21 again. Well, can I be 23? Can I also have my dress size from back when I was 23? Y'all, I squandered it. I ain't know how blessed I was. I used to say, oh, I'm so big. If I could just go back, Jesus, let me go back. Okay. Venus Lacey say, when you have been abused, not saying he put his hands on her, but you do age quickly. That's true. But I don't want to believe he touched that woman. I don't want to believe that. I ain't even going to put that out there. I don't even want to believe that. Hey, my sweet. Thank you for being 87. We love you back. I say if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't know nothing about him. See? And it's a catch-22. She's a big fraud, girl. You got to check my videos like the last few. Because, we expose people when they get the line. If we catch you lying over here, we pull you right on out in the daylight. You know what, Queena? She might have an old daddy. I ain't even think of that because them children that be born to old men like Drew, they look funny. Drew got that funny look too. Now, why you say that, Miss Sparkle? Why you want to say that? The gashes are an allergic reaction to the light. This is why you are the supervisor in the reflection corner. Okay. Yes. I'm saying. Listen. Ooh, Slow Glow. Now this is where I'm coming from with it. Slow Glow is telling y'all what time it is. Angela confused. She graduated in 81. Now that I believe. Even the way she wear her hair. Don't nobody wear their hair like that no more. Girl, I remember when we used to wear our hair like that. And it would be our real hair though. It wasn't no wig though. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember when we used to wear that hair swooped to the side. It would be swooped off the one side and just all trailing down the front. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. That's the thing that be getting on my nerves with people like, girl, Girl, everything about you is telling on you. I got foam rollers that I can roll my hair with. My foam rollers and Marcel irons will tell on me. Okay, we all wants to be 23. We all want to be 23. I'll take 20 anything, actually, because I'm not greedy. Christian Keys number 92. Okay. Listen, y'all come on in here. I see the ones. Y'all remember them hairdos? Y'all remember them hairdos? Yeah, that was the thing. Listen, what? I see the ones. Okay, I see my girls. I see my crew. I see my crew. Okay, those of us who was at night. Let me take y'all back to back when Angela graduated. Y'all remember them days, y'all? When the radio would have like the Quiet Storm, and you would put a tape in the little tape player, because it was a tape player / radio, right? And you would put a tape in there, and you will hit, like, you would have to hit play and record. So it will record, but you hit pause, and you only release the pause button when it was a song you wanted to record on your tape, and that's how you had to make your mixtapes. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. That's back in Angie's day. She was back there with the rest of us. Don't let her fool y'all. Don't let her fool y'all. She was back there with us making mixtapes from the Quiet Storm on the radio with the playing the pause held down. And releasing that pause button to record the ones you like. See, the babies don't know what I'm talking about, but some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, she was back there doing the same thing we was doing. Oh, yes. Okay, 22 was lit. Adrian Marie know what I'm talking about. Yep, that's how we made our voicemails too, Angie girl. Say it again. Say it again. Yes. Angie was back there with us, because how else would she know to fix her hair like that? Girl, Angie, cut it out. Cut it out, girl. Just stop. Just stop. Okay. Look like she around Cynthia age. Right. She along with Cynthia and Phaedra, because Phaedra 51. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is. Hey, listen, we got to go back down memory lane every now and then. Belize and JB, girl, you remember? You remember? Miss Parker said, I was born in 71. Angela ain't far behind me. Oh yeah, she long with you, sis. If she ain't older than you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, when we were sitting up there rolling our hair with pink foam rollers, putting the papers on them so your hair wouldn't get stuck in the holes on the sponge. Yeah. You remember, with the lot of body setting lotion, the purple one, you have to put it in a spray bottle and mix it with water so your hair wouldn't be crunchy. Act like y'all don't know. Y'all know. So look, hey, I ain't mad at it. Angie, you one of us, girl, quit fronting. You one of us, girl, quit fronting. Oh yeah. So notebook is out, and let's talk about it. Okay. Yep. You remember that? See, before there was edge control, and we would have to go and get that pressing wax and use a little bit of the pressing wax on the edges of your hair to make them stick down. See, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Baby, look, we had a time. Let me just tell you that. We had a time, and Angela can tell y'all everything about it, because she was back there with us too. She was. She was. So look, the reunion. Y'all, the reunion started off where it stopped. Angela, Phaedra, Junebug Gate, guaranteed contracts. Then we get into the foolishness of it all. You know, well, Phaedra, he know your brother and your sister, but he don't know you. And I'm sitting there like, brother and sister. Angela, didn't you tell us, hey, Michelle Hemmings, didn't you tell us that it was his auntie? Kim somebody was his auntie that went to school with his brother? Ain't that what you said? You said that Kim so-and-so was his auntie at the finale. Put a 2 in the chat If y'all remember old Line Angela, heavy on the old. If y'all remember old Line Angela saying that his auntie went to school with Phaedra's older brother. Put the two if that's what you remember, because that's what I remember. Mm-hmm. So, you know, she conveniently forgot what she said. She done went from it was the auntie to it was the sister and the brother, and they know them, but how he don't know you? And Phaedra like, girl, I don't know everybody my people know, and who does? Weird, right? So after she did that, you know, it was a flop, and she hopping around talking about the, you know, the rooms I'm in, they don't know you. And I'm just like, girl. Gigi, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, we need to find Angela high school pictures. And you right. You know what? Past high school. Show me her elementary school pictures. Show me her baby pictures. Show me the baby pictures. Because y'all know our baby pictures don't look like the new baby pictures. Show me them baby pictures. I'll take high school too, though, Gigi. You on to something. Yeah, she looks silly as hell, jumping up and down, talking about the rooms you in. You be breaking into the rooms. And Phaedra was like, so now I'm a robber? Oh, you're a liar. Liars break into rooms. I was like, where is she even going with this? It was getting bizarre. It's like she was searching for a one-liner. And I kept telling y'all all season, this lady was rehearsing reads. Every time she was on the spot, she couldn't come up with nothing. In Shamea's closet, she came up with nothing. She waited till she had time to think it over, think about it, meet up with Shamea and Drew to work out. Then she had a line. Britt Edie was on her neck over there in Tennessee. She was going back and forth with Britt Edie. Y'all say what you want to. Bang Bang was giving her a run for her money. Now, she was holding her own pretty good, but you could tell she was struggling. That's why she tried to pivot from talking to Britt Edie and just turned around to start talking to Porsha, who wasn't talking to nobody. Porsha was sitting over there mad as hell. Wasn't talking to nobody. She just, oh, and Porsha, you slept with the lady husband. It's like, girl, go back to talking to Bang Bang, because that's who talking to you. Seanitra, girl, hey, welcome. I just love you because you got my name. How you doing? I'm so glad to see you. We might spell it different, but I be so hyped when I see a Seanitra. We don't see too many Seanitras. Hey, Seanitra. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So look, after all that flopped and fell, Andy looking at her crazy, like you could tell he didn't want to tell her. He done already saw the emails, the screenshots, and heard all the recordings. Because I can promise you, all the stuff that we saw, everything. Oh, this Nene Ashley. Okay. See, but I know you, Seanitra. Okay, I didn't know this was your other account. Okay, boo, we love you. Yeah, Andy was over it. Andy was over it, Delightful by Design. He already done seen the proof too. Everybody's seen it. So it's like, Angela, you look crazy. And she was really trying to just, sell this bull crap to people. So about that time, when all that's flopping, then that's when she came up with you sent a girl at the Hawks game to say, she got hands. I'm the one with the hands. And it's like, Phaedra was like, what are you talking about? I ain't never heard nothing like this. So then magically, once she see that's flopping, now she making up stories. Somebody came to her and said, they're the one with the hands. Who the hell will walk up to you and say that? If somebody wanted to beat your tail, they'd just beat your tail. Girl, you in Georgia. Now, I don't know what the hell goes on in Chicago because I ain't never been. Okay? But if you and Drew is any indication, yeah, I don't think I want to go neither. Also, who the hell finna walk up to you talking about I'm the one with the hands? If they was, hot enough to be mentioning hands, you'd have caught some. And how dare you act like somebody walked up to try to intimidate you After you was literally sending goons to a restaurant to intimidate the young man who came and told you about your husband, and then was dumb enough to share it with bloggers. Like, okay, all right, honey, Rhodes Scholar she ain't. Deborah say, remember first in Nashville, she said she was on the phone with Charles. Then it changed to she heard once Charles said he was in Tampa. Yeah, I remember. But Deborah, she been lying the whole time, and that's why I don't understand why people could deal with her at all, because, you know, from the very beginning, I could not. From the very beginning, I could not. She lied way too much for me. It's giving me Drew vibes. Ooh. Antoinette says she lost half the people last week and all of them this week. Oh, thank you, Jackie. Brandon say, good evening, Queen. Let's get these likes up. Yeah, y'all please hit the like button. I ain't got time to stop to do no Duolingo tonight. Listen, Sparrow SP44 say, what do people always walk up to Angela with information? Yeah, it don't sound right. Do it, Sparrow. Welcome, Sparrow. Y'all spam the chat and tell Sparrow welcome, because I would remember that name. I like that name. Welcome, Sparrow. Let me put my welcome in the chat first. We glad to have you. Please don't let it be your last time. Please come back again. Now, we got through all of that, the hand stuff. Andy was like, what does she mean she has hands? Like, because that was such a weird thing to say. And y'all know Andy is very much Marita bread. He do not know nothing about no hands and paws and all that talk. That ain't his thing. Too adorable. Thank you for being 113. Thank y'all for telling Sparrow welcome. I appreciate that. I really, truly appreciate it. Wait a minute. Sweet Tea is 112. Hey, girl. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So listen. Oh, we're glad to have you. Creepy, thank you for being 111. So after that, you know, we got the whole thing. They actually played back the moment, because she was like, oh, you gave me all this information on the guy. Phaedra was like, what information? You told me his name and where he worked. And Phaedra was like, because he introduced himself, Angela. Like at that point, when she literally responded to her and said, because he introduced himself, Angela, and like called her name, like she's trying to reason with her to give her common sense. That's when I realized, like, even Phaedra trying to throw you a bone. Even Phaedra was trying to throw her a bone. Angela's one of them people you can't help. Too adorable say, I think they are in couples therapy because of his infidelity. Well, I don't know. And it's not my business. Like, y'all know how I am by married people business. Let me be clear before we go any further, because I want to make sure I'm very transparent. I know I'm a little hefty to be transparent, but I want to make sure y'all can see through me on this. I do not have an opinion about that woman's marriage. Let me say this again. I do not have an opinion about that woman's marriage. Whether it's going to last, whether it ain't going to last. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that man to, you know, humiliate her or anything like that. But as far as them people's marriage, I don't have a lot to say. Listen, I am of them. I'm of the belief. I am of the belief that if I didn't put you together, I ain't got no business trying to tear y'all apart. I'm not going to speak bad on your marriage. I'm not going to wish y'all to get divorced or none of that. I don't want to talk about it. Y'all in couples therapy or none of that stuff. If you in therapy, God bless you. Hope it works. And I really believe in women doing what they need to do. If the man is cheating and it doesn't bother her, it don't bother me either, because that's not my husband. That is her husband. Now, y'all know I talk about a great many things, but I don't really get invested in the stuff like that. I don't get invested in that, because that's somebody else's husband. That is not my man. That is her man. And she should have remembered that was her man when that messy little Muppet walked up to her, and she should have cussed him out. Now, I don't really advocate for women making a scene in public, but when that man walked up to her to tell her anything about her husband, what she should have did was cuss him out, because that's your husband. That's your husband. Yeah, she brought her marriage to the show. That's her business. I'm just telling y'all, I'm not finna get in it. Hey, Nelson and Virgo, I'm just making it very clear. I'm not getting in that. I'm not going to speak on whether they're in therapy, not in therapy. I don't care. I don't care. Whatever they're doing, I hope it works. And I promise you that. I hope it works. Brandon Martin say Angela was looking like a crazy person. Why go through all this? her whole story or lie just completely unraveled. It did. And then she tried to tell a new lie on the fly. And I'm like, Angela, no. Angela, no. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Just stop it. Right, Aries D, but that's what she should have did. When that man walked up telling her something about her husband, she should have cussed that man out. Now, if she was a real girl, that's what she would have did. And y'all know I said it from the beginning. If you ain't hired no babysitter for your husband, don't let nobody come tell you nothing about your husband. It's really that simple. It's that simple. Yeah, the fact that she tried to tell a new lie was disgusting. And what's bad, what's even not just bad, y'all. What's worse was in that moment, Phaedra actually tried to give her good advice. Drew didn't. Your so-called home girl from Chicago, she didn't try to give you no good advice. Phaedra told her straight up, she was like, do you know that man? Angela said, I don't know him from a can of paint. Phaedra said, I suggest you keep it that way. She literally gave you some real old school advice. And you look real old school. So you should have listened. You don't give nobody no conversation that just randomly walk up to tell you something about your man. Come on now. Where they do that at? I'm just saying. Anyway, so production replayed the scene after Phaedra told her, like, girl, the man introduced himself. And you could see on Phaedra's face when the man walked up and he was talking to Angela, Phaedra looked at that man like he stank. Now, y'all listen. Go back and look at the replay. Go back and look at the replay. When he walked up and he's shaking Angela's hand and stuff, Phaedra looked at him like she balled her whole face up at that man. I said, I didn't notice it at first when we first watched it, but when they replayed it tonight, and I'm trying to, y'all know me, I be checking body language, facial expressions, everything. When he walked up to shake Angela's hand and introduce, I marked this and this and that, Phaedra was like, she looked at him like, why are you over here? Who do you know, like, who sent for you? It was not the look of, she looked like she was grossed out. She looked like she was grossed out by this dude. Right, Amanda K. So after all that happened, then Kelly addressed Angela on some of the stuff she said on the after show. Y'all, Angela lied again. I'm just like, sweet God. Y'all, I was going back and forth in my mind with the thumbnail. Do I add the caption to the actual thumbnail? Angela lies again, because I'm just like, I can't take no more at this point. So Kelly was like, look, you was on that after show saying that I was praying that your marriage was gonna end up like mine, and like I was saying your marriage gonna end up like mine, and praying for your marriage to fail or whatever, however she said it. And then when they played it back, it was proof that Angela lied again. That girl didn't say that. They was over there at that little, thing at Cynthia house, and she was like, I'm praying that, you don't end up in the same place I'm in. But that girl wasn't saying that you gonna end up in the same place as her, or you gonna end up just like her. She never said that. Angela's a liar. Angela is the type of chick that you come out better not even talking to, because if you say anything to her, she's going to twist whatever you say and then go lie on you. She tried to do it to Phaedra up there when they was talking about, when she was like, oh, Kelly, they said you invited them. And Phaedra was like, I told you to check whoever made the master list. So you're admitting that somebody brought him there. And she was like, girl, stop trying to put words in my mouth. Like in real time, she was trying to cook up a lot. Hey, Miss Lovely T, thank you for being 132. Angela is sick. She's sick. And at this point, she has shown us enough of her character that anybody who's still supporting her, I'm kind of side-eyeing you, because I feel like at this point, it's a character issue. I feel like at this point, it's definitely a character issue. I don't even know what else to call it. Hey, Cynthia. Oh, wow. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, Angela needs therapy, medication, and she probably need a deliverance minister, some blessed oil, and somebody to come and talk that demon up out of her. So that happened, right? And so Kelly just was like, fine. If you say that this is what it is, then I'm sorry. Look, y'all, we got one. We got us an Angela fan. Look how they lie. I told you, only an Angela fan would tell a lie like this. Only an Angela fan would tell a lie like this. Girls, block her. Because in your wildest dreams, you ain't thought I look as old as Angela. I know for a fact I don't look as old as Angela. I spend too much money on good skincare. Ain't no way in hell I could look as old as Angela. And I'm older than she pretending to be. I'm older than she pretending to be. Thank you for the super sticker, Sparrow. I appreciate the support. And baby girl, with your tacky self, because see, you're a liar just like Angela. That's why you like her. But let me help you with something. I already proved my neck don't have no gashes. I don't care which side you look at my neck from. I don't have no gashes. None. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Anybody who is an Angela fan, you see what just slid through here? Somebody telling lies. Ain't nobody in the history of niggerdom looked at me and thought I looked as old as her. And y'all know I slide up here on the regular every goddamn day without a stitch of makeup and don't need it. Clock that tea every day without a stitch and nobody's wig and don't need it. You know your senile mammy ain't never thought that I look old as Angela. I can get all the way up on the camera. Check it. Not a line of wrinkle, not a crow's foot, and sure ain't got no gashes in my neck. That's what I keep telling y'all. Anybody that like Angela, I'm telling you, I know something about your character. I know something about your character. If you an Angela fan, they just lie unprovoked. They don't even need no provocation, baby. They don't need time to write nothing. They just freestyle it. Hey, Ian the Court Junkie, I saw you coming in. Okay. Miss Charity Gardner, hey, boo. So I think Charles was telling the truth on how they got married. Angela be lying. Okay. Jackie Gaines say black don't crack. Well, hers did. It cracked, it shattered, and it spider webbed. Okay. It did a lot of cracking. She got it cracking. Right, Sinclair, without a stitch of makeup. I don't need it. I don't need it. What's up, Ian? Thank you, Magdalene. You are too, sis. You are too. So did. After all that done went down, then she pulls out this fake birth certificate. Let's talk about it. She pulls out the fake birth certificate, y'all. And it was like, oh, does everybody know her middle name, And I'm like, listen, I need the copy from Vital Statistics. I don't need no keepsake. I don't need no little fake keepsake birth certificate. Angela, we need your real birth certificate. We need your real birth certificate from Vital Statistics, from Cook County. If you really was born in Chicago, shouldn't Cook County health department, the Vital Statistics, or whoever keep y'all Vital Statistics up there, shouldn't they have a copy? We want the real one, because I don't believe you. I'm gonna just be honest with you, sis. I don't believe you. Toria say Angela has had too much plastic surgery on that face of hers. Is definitely aged to about 15 years. Everybody else have surgery, don't get gashes in their neck, Toria. Oh, you talking about me? Thank you, sis. Say natural beauty, the way Angela was looking without makeup before the reunion, Angela be lying. Through that nose, baby, through that nose. Right. Makeup artist say she could make that birth certificate on her cricket. Facts. You welcome, sis. I ain't doing nothing but telling the truth. Nothing but. So look, she brought out the fake birth certificate. Andy mentioned about Shamea saying that her nose was from the 99 and the 2000s. I'm sorry. I know Shamea get on our nerves. But Shamea ate that one little thing up real good when she said that girl nose was from 1999. Andy asked her about it. She said it's from 2017 and Charles bought it. I'm just like, telling us Charles paid for your nose to get fixed. I don't know if that was the flex you thought it was. I don't know, girl. I don't know. Was it a discount nose? Drywall necks. DS. That's why you in the corner. Please organize the chairs. Thank you for 17 seconds. Brandon said, what's wrong with a 1999 nose? It looks like a clitoris. That's what's wrong with it. I don't looked it up, but I forgot. It was on the paperwork where she got banned from them FINRA banks for doing fraud with Wells Fargo. Her name was on that. So one of y'all can Google it and y'all will find her name there. So anyway, the nose happened. She said she's starting a fan line. I think she said Fangela. I don't like that line hooker, but if she sell fans, I'm going to buy them because y'all know me. I believe in supporting Black women's businesses. I don't even have to like you. I support your little business. If she sell a fan, I buy a fan, okay? I probably won't use it because I don't like her. Especially her trying to take money out of another woman's mouth. I don't like her. But if she sell a fan, I'll buy it, right? Thank you for being 140, Ashley. Toria, her first nose was perfectly cute. There was nothing wrong with her nose. If she felt like she wanted to, thin it out, I'm okay. I mean, they messed her up, though. They didn't do her as bad as Britt Edie, but they did mess her up. Says she's walking away from real estate when Andy asked her that. Says she was paying $100,000 a month mortgage on them properties, which it was good to walk away if you losing that type of money. I mean, anybody with a brain would walk away, honestly. No, Robert Dixon is not a Black woman. Why the hell would I buy one of them truck drivers' hats? I said I support Black women's businesses. Okay. Brandon, I'm gonna let you sit with that. Why on earth would I support Black women's businesses? She was doing fraud and they caught her, and then they banned her, so she can't do that type of business no more because she got banned. She was doing something fraudulent. SFF, thank you for being 106. Angela's nose looked like Pinocchio is growing straight line. Oh no, not as growing. Cynthia said those birth certificates come from the hospital. My children had that. You can't use that for nothing. I agree with you, Nitra. Vital statistics. Yeah, that's what she gonna need to do. That's what she gonna need to do. I know you did it being bad because you know that ain't no Black woman. You know that. Yeah, them swap meet hats. Look like she about to go drive a whole R18 wheeler. So anyway, she said that her mama wanted to do the show with her, and she felt sad or whatever because her mama wasn't there to be doing it with her. And I felt for her there. I lost my mama. I didn't lose her. The Lord took my mama. I know exactly where my mother is. However, everybody gave her condolences and all that stuff. Then this started to get a little messy. And see, y'all were here, so y'all know I called this out during the season. So a viewer had asked her, did she think Drew had been supportive to her like she had been supportive to her, to Drew? And she said, no, she didn't. And they was talking about how, Drew didn't have her back when Kelly and Britt was double teaming her. And that Drew was in the confessional over there and humming and going on. And I was like, that is trashy. Ain't that your friend? But for those of y'all who was here, do y'all remember the so-called peace brunch that Kelly did for Britt Edie? Remember, hey, Andre Shannon. Yep, Shamea can't be trusted. Amen. But we on these heifers right here. We're going to get back to Shamea in a minute. Remember when I told y'all that was going to blow up a little bit. That was going to implode a little bit. Remember during the peace brunch or whatever, when Angela and Britt got into it and they was getting hectic or whatever? I told y'all then. Put a one if y'all remember me telling y'all that was going to implode because Drew didn't really have her back. Drew was sitting over there grinning in the girl face. You're so funny. I was like, this girl attacking people for you and lying on folks for you, and you grinning in the face of Britt Edie while she. And then while they over there at Hey Chef Blondie, over there at Cynthia house, and Britt Edie is attacking Angela, and Kelly's over there screaming, what about that baby dog? Drew sitting out the way like, I ain't getting in there. And then the confessional moaning and all that bull crap. And then Angela felt like she didn't have her back with the stuff that she was making up with Messy Marcus. Let's talk about it. Now, imagine if you're Drew Sidora. Now, mind you, she was on the sideline as much as she could be, and she thought she was helping from the back. See, just like she the one gave Kenya that stuff, and they ain't gonna tell me she didn't send Kenya the information. She sent that stuff to Kenya. She did. She did. But we're gonna get there in a second. She thought, oh, I help you from the sidelines. Now, we saw all those receipts where she was the one texting back and forth from her real phone number with Marcus. Drew was doing that. And both of them young men said Drew was the one calling at first, and their production had been in touch with them. So that's why the young man Alex had been, hey Mo, trying to get in touch with Angela, and he showed proof of that to tell her, like, girl, I think they plotting on your marriage, and people done stuff like that to me, blah, 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 blah. Now, Angela talking about, I don't feel like you had my back. Meanwhile, she had Drew texting the man with her real phone number while Angela was calling and texting from a burner phone. So you put this girl out here to be your go-between, to use her real number to implicate herself in arranging for that man to come there so y'all could fake read him and then tell her you didn't have my back at the very end. Drew was like, well, girl, I was right there with you. I went to go get the man for you. And Angela was like, well, not in the end, not at the very end. At the very end of the finale, can anybody tell me what Angela needed Drew to do? Angela, you had that. You brought that man in there to say Junebug and the Godfather. And you jumped up and went to twirling around, talking about, you want my ring, you want my marriage. What did you want Drew to do? Drew didn't know what to do. What? Listen, and y'all know I can't stand Drew. But what did you want Drew to do with that? Angela, what on earth could Drew have done in that moment? What could she do? What could she do? She texted the man for you, hey, when in Rome. Went and got the man for you. According to him, paid for his drink, probably with her money. And now you saying she ain't have your back. Dang, Angela. I say, boy. Y'all, did y'all notice this season the people who plotted together, all of them fell out? So anyway, and then Shamea jumps in because she want to point out the hypocrisy. Shamea, the time to point out that hypocrisy was in the middle of the season, but you didn't do that because you were so busy trying to get the drop on Porsha that these people got the drop on you. They got the drop on you. Shamea was like, so it's okay for Angie to have your back and you not to be all the way there for her, and you apologizing that, you know, you was going through this and that, and you can understand that. But when it was me and Porsha and y'all jumping all in it, and you know, y'all saw me being there for her, but you could point out every time when you didn't think she was there for me strong enough and whatever. And you know, she's like, I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. Yeah, it was hypocrisy. And naturally, Drew tried to talk over her because that's what Drew has done consistently during this reunion. The minute somebody calling out her bull crap, Drew started trying to yell over him. And I'm just like, Drew, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because, you know, in that moment, Shamea wasn't wrong. Let me say this. She was right and wrong at the same time. Hey, Fatima, right. You never win when you play dirty. Thank you for being 146. And well, you know, they was trying to make a connection, Andre. And welcome. Y'all welcome Andre Shannon. Welcome, Andre. Y'all type welcome in the chat. Let me put mine first. But this is the thing. The reason why I say that Shamea was right and wrong at the same time, you're right. They were being hypocrites, but you also wrong because in the moment when they came to you with that, you should have said, that's my friend and she going through something. Leave me alone about that. But that's not what you did. Instead, you sat down with them and all you needed was that little bit of provocation. And you sat down with them and started talking trash about your friend to strangers. And you didn't mind doing that because you already had an alliance with Kelly and Britt to take your own friend down. Shamea is a weird girl. She's a very strange girl. Very, very strange. She just like a mama. And it looked like at the end of the episode, Andy about to start asking about the mamas. The mamas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, I am Queen Tori. What the word Ashley Crazy Tail said? Because if she too crazy, she go into that corner too. What's going on? Did I miss it? I'm just checking. Because I know Ashley can be crazy too. I have to catch it later. But yeah, she was right and wrong at the same time. Then we get to Phaedra. Personally, I feel like Phaedra had a lot going on for somebody who was only there for 10 days. 10 days. They paid that lady to come on that show for 10 days. Guaranteed contracts and stuff. And got paid for 10 days. Still showed up to the reunion. She's strange. And we don't like it. No. So they Andy was like, basically he asked her why you came to this reunion, but you didn't go to the Medicare reunion. She said she ain't had nothing else to get them girls and they didn't really want her there, which is true. They didn't want you there. And from what I heard, because y'all know I do not watch Married to Medicare. I will never support Married to Medicare because I don't like what they did to Mariah Huck. And I'm not going to ever support nobody trying to steal from no sister. First time live, Nakisha Kukendall. Welcome. Y'all welcome Lakeisha, and I am Queen Tori. She's new too. Hello, beautiful ladies. Let me put my welcome in the chat and y'all spam it too. Welcome to everybody. If it's your first time, please let us know so we can welcome you, okay? Because we're happy to have you, all right? Thank you for being here. Please come again. So she said that, and then she was asking Kelly about all the little nicknames that Phaedra had for her. Tinkerbell, Strawberry Shortcake, a garden gnome and a fairy had a baby, and this and that. Kelly didn't seem to mind. She was like, well, I'm the best dressed fairy, garden gnome, whatever. So I'm like, okay, good sport. Because Phaedra, for whatever reason, thinks she's tall. And I'm not sure why Phaedra thinks she's tall. I'm not sure who told Phaedra she was tall. Taya, thank you for being 154. Yes, Married to Medicare. All right. Hey, Kish. Welcome. Please come again. We happy to have you. Another round of welcomes is in order, ladies. Don't let your fingers get tired. We got to welcome everybody. But for whatever reason, maybe Phaedra's worn enough stilettos and stacks that she thinks she's tall. Is Kelly like super tiny? Yes. But Phaedra, you're like an inch taller. 1 inch, ma'am. If that, like an inch and a half taller. To me, Phaedra looks really small too. Antoinette says she's 6 feet next to Kelly. I don't think so. I think the heels make her feel that way, but she's really, really not. Really, really not. Hey, Sabra. Sabra says she feels like the newbies are plotting to destroy the old heads on the show through skullduggery. You know what? I can't. Nashina M, thank you for the super chat. Say, I don't want to see Drew next season. Welcome to all the first time lives. Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. And thank you for the super chat. Lord, tell you say every inch count to the shorties. It got to. Because y'all know I respect all the short people because y'all scare me. I can't beat y'all. And I know it. Okay, so I respect myself and stay out of it. So look, after that, then they asked Phaedra about why she kind of took a big sister role or kind of took Britt Edie under her wing a bit. Oh, see, Molly said Shamea was doing Candy's dirty job. We know Candy don't like Porsha. Yeah, a lot of people said that, Z. Welcome, Z, Molly. Welcome, welcome if it's your first time. Fatima says shady, no neck, itsy bitsy dinosaur limbs, arms for Feifei. True. You'll get no argument from me. What I will say, though, I believe it's got more to do, Z, with the parent, with the mamas than Candy. I can't even really put this one on Candy. I think this is strictly Diane versus Sarah, the rematch. This was Diane versus Sarah, the rematch, in my opinion. That's what I think this is. But anyway, with the Brit of it all, and she was just like, you know, she saw somebody that was self-sabotaging and that she didn't want to see her go down like that. And then Porsha made the point that I hadn't even considered, actually. And I'm like, who turned Porsha brain on? Maybe she had, what's this, the mushrooms? Y'all be drinking that mushroom coffee and say it's supposed to get you, you know, stimulate your brain, get it percolating and stuff. I'm like, well, I be dang, Porsha made a point or something that I didn't notice. All right. You never know. You know, wonders never cease. So Porsha made a good point. She said that this was the first time ever that an OG stepped in and kept the girl from hurting herself on camera, like gave her advice right on camera, in, you know, in the moment. And I was like, dang, that's true. And so Porsha was pointing out the fact that Nene and Cynthia had done it for her, but it was always off camera. Like they didn't, you know, in the moment stop her from crashing out. She just, you know, right then and there, like, girl, you know, you your own worst enemy. You need to relax. Like, look, this is what it is. Somebody say charity minimum $1,000 or whatever. If people tell you that they ain't never been invited to your house, she's like, get you a charcuterie board and invite them helpers over. Show yourself friendly. Like, this is a show with women. This is you know, a reality show about a friend group. It's, you know, girls group or whatever. Show yourself friendly. And so she did it. And so she did her thing, right? Hey, play the ace. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And so Kelly jumps in. And I'm like, Lord, here come Master Baggins. Kelly jumps in. Shamea did that. And I'm like, okay, they said the first time an OG has done this. When did Shamea become an OG? I'll wait. No, really. I understand. Hey, Ruth Ann Leverett, thank you for being 161. Now, I understand. I do. That Kelly is like hell bent on smooching Shamea's behind. Such a strange thing to want to do. But can somebody explain to me when Shamea became an OG? I mean, don't be mad at me, but I don't know when it happened. It's like you ain't making no sense. When we went to the restaurant and when we was this and we told her, and what are you talking about? What? When on earth did Shamea become an OG? Let me give y'all the music. Somebody tell me. I'm just wondering. Nobody can tell me when it happened. Nobody can tell me when it happened. Hey, Sasha Ellis, because I was like, what the hell what are we getting at here? What are we getting at here? When did she become an OG? Who is the OG? And then you talking about y'all told her that at the restaurant. Like, Porsha just made a whole specific point about something that we have never seen on the show. Like, legit. We ain't never seen it. We ain't never seen that. When have we ever seen an OG pull you to the side in the middle of you acting nutty and just say, hey, this ain't it. When Kenya was up there twirling I'm going with the wind, Fabulous. And she was stumbling and stuff. Pull her to the side and say, Kenya. Nobody did it. Nobody did it. Even to the friends of the show. When Yovana was at that table talking about, I'm Yovana. I was that B from Clark. Nobody said, hey, Yovana. Nobody. So that was the first time that ever really, happened. So there it is. Whoop, there it is. Hey, Dad. So, right. First of never. I ain't never seen that happen. And that's true. That's true. When in Rome talking about it was iconic. That twirling was disastrous, corny, and cringeworthy in the moment. I cringed so hard I popped my back in 2 places. She was stumbling, about to fall. She looked crazy as hell. And ain't nobody even tell her nothing. So anyway, after she did that, then Shamea jumps in. Kelly opened the door, then Shamea jumps in. Oh, y'all up there being there, telling Phaedra you being there for her. And she didn't see it for either one of you. So now this her moment to snitch on Britt Edie. That she didn't like y'all. And she said if Phaedra say anything to me that I'm a this and I'm a that. And she didn't see it for you either, Porsha. And Porsha nor Phaedra took the bait. And I don't think that y'all went in Rome is distracting me with her crazy. Get in the corner. 21 seconds for you. Jandria, DS, come and get y'all sister winning Rome. This is the thing. This is the thing, right? This is not about good people, because I told y'all none of these ladies on these shows are good people, and I keep saying this and nobody believes me. These women are just genuinely, most of them just dishonest people on their face. Some of them more dishonest than others, but these ladies are dishonest people. Now that's just that. I'm not one of the Carlos King people that's just like, oh, it's good TV. I don't think lying and telling a bunch of lies and stuff is good TV. I don't. If that's what you like, okay. Hey, when in Rome, Jandria came to collect you. 21 seconds. She came to get you. She said, come on, let's go until somebody bonds you out. Head on in. So, I think this is very much a matter of experience. And I think that the OG couch on this reunion has a lot more experience. They had enough experience to not take the bait. Shamea was fishing for a moment, kind of like she did during the season, and Porsha didn't take the bait. Phaedra didn't take the bait either. Oh, she was talking about you. She didn't see it for you, blase, squaze. You could say she didn't see it for her and she was out to get her, but when they was in Grenada, the same girl that you're saying was out to get her was literally, according to Phaedra and her, scrubbing in between Phaedra's butt cheeks. Now, personally speaking, can I keep it real with y'all? Hey, Anna, thank you for being 165. Can I be real with y'all? I don't know a woman I want scrubbing in between my butt cheeks, up in there, I don't know nobody I want doing that. And so at this point, it don't matter what you go tell her about this girl. It don't matter what the girl actually said about Phaedra. She bowed down so low to scrub, get, and clean up in between her booty cheeks. After they got back from being covered in that black oil down there to the jab. See, as soon as her 21 seconds was up, she jumped right back out here crazy, and Jandria is right back to take you back to the corner. See there? See? Y'all crazy. Vet say it really showed the OGs even more so than being on a separate couch. Absolutely. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. It don't make no sense. See, Jandria, DS, both of y'all get her. She is on the loose. This is a high-speed chase. Winning Rome is crazy. Phaedra Parks, Esquire, OBGYN. No, Britt Edie was trying to be the OBGYN. So it's like Britt is a loose cannon, bang, bang, sleazy, as we likes to call her over here on the porch. Whatever she said she was going to do, however she was going to do it, oh, I'm going to get Phaedra. She better not say nothing to me. And then meet Phaedra, you butt naked in front of her. She seeing your nipple get inverted and pop back out like a Lego block. And you up there scrubbing in between her butt cheeks while y'all looking at your balcony at a naked man across the way. They done had a whole butt naked experience, a whole booty crack washing experience. You can't tell her nothing that she finna listen to, because Phaedra got enough sense to know that it don't matter what she said beforehand. When she met me face to face, she was on her knees scrubbing between booty cheeks. It don't even matter. Like it don't even matter. Right. They was like, yeah, we not rookies, not taking the bait. Not taking the bait. It could be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what them people do, and I don't want to know. Let me be very clear here. I don't want to know. Y'all know my nerves get bad and my skin start itching when I hear the wrong information. So I don't want to know. So yeah, she tried it. The bait was not taken. Definitely a lose-lose. Wait a minute, y'all. Why is my camera going off? Oh, okay. Y'all, listen, my camera went off. I thought somebody was in my yard trying to get me. Where's my piece? Okay. So, anyway, after that, Phaedra was like, look, you know, it is what it is. You know, stuff happen. People say stuff. You got to move past it. Blah, blah, smackety, smackety. And it's just like, it's just not going to work. Viewer asked Porsha, like, how you able to be cool with Phaedra after what happened? I don't know why people keep talking about what happened 9-10 years ago. Who cares? Like, I'm really tired of hearing about season 9. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This season spent too much time talking about season 9 for me, and too much time talking about when Shamea got married for me. Like, who cares? Nobody has time, right? So Porsha was like, well, time is why we're cool. Like, it was a lot of conversations for us to get back cool. Now we cool. So we cool. She was like, ain't nobody saying me and Shamea won't eventually be cool. But we cool, right? So anyway, then they asked Shamea, like, are you still mad over, you know, Phaedra talking crap and Porsha not saying nothing way back in, you know, in the dinosaur days, and she's all set up to try to act like she's emotional and a victim, and oh, I mean, you know, and Phaedra was like, girl, didn't we already talk about this? I talked to you about this before I even came back on the show. We didn't had a whole long conversation about this before I even came back on the show. What did we even talk about? What, you know, Shamea's like, yeah, but we didn't talk about like what you said, and you was like, you was mad with Candy, and you just said, but y'all had the whole conversation. If there was more that you wanted to be addressed, and she said it was a long conversation. Shamea had that entire conversation to tell Phaedra, like, okay, well, you was mad with Candy, and you know, I was kicking it with Candy at that time, and so you was talking to Porsha and whatever, and you said this stuff. But if you was mad with Candy, you should have kept it on Candy. Like, that really hurt my feelings. Like, she had the door wide open while she was talking to Phaedra to tell her everything she felt about it, and didn't do it. She literally waited till she got her behind on camera. That's what she did. And then, you know, so Andy was like, well, are you still upset about it? Because you seem like you're still upset. Well, I mean, I moved on. Angela gonna bust out laughing, because you know one thing Angela gonna do is be the friend police. So Angela jumps back in. Hey, Aries son. Angela jumps in like, well, she told us she was still mad about it or whatever. And so at that point, everybody's looking at her like, girl, are you cool for real? Even Cynthia was like, Shamea, that's the problem. You say you don't care about stuff, or you find and it ain't bothering you when it's really bothering you. You have to actually express yourself. So Phaedra was like, look, I'm sorry. Like, she gave her the apology again. And I'm pretty sure she had already given it to her before. It's almost like that weird thing about her, you know, and Porsha done talked about the not being at the wedding, this and that, and whatever, yada, yada. And then you get on camera and act like y'all never talked about it. And I don't know whether it's a matter of just looking for attention. I don't know what her deal is, but I got theories. And then because you know, Phaedra was like, but I see you going interviews and you saying something else. And that's what I'm saying. It's like she literally performs for the camera. Because Phaedra even remind her, like, girl, do you remember when I talked about it with you? And you were like, oh, it's laughable. Nobody even believed that. So it's like, if it's laughable and nobody believed it, and that's what you said to her face, why would you then get in front of the camera or go talk to people and act like, oh, you still so upset about it? It's either laughable or you're upset about it. But it can't be both. If you're upset about it, then it's not laughable. If it's laughable, then you're not upset about it. Shamea, you lie. My dear, you lie way too easily. You and Angela should be besties and you're not. But anyway, hey, good girl. So, Lord, makeup addict says she's a forever victim. Gee Willikers. So, after Cent even checked on it or whatever, they had their little lunch break. And during the lunch break, everybody talking to husband/baby daddies. I can't believe that we watching Housewives and we got to look at the husband/baby daddies. Why is it not just husbands? Why? Baby daddies? Let me tell y'all something. Dennis is not Porsha's husband. I don't care what went on that show. I don't care how many times we've seen him on camera. I don't care about Drew filming with him. I don't care about none of that. I personally do not want to see baby daddies on the show. There was more than one way to settle this. Andy could have let him come on Watch What Happens Live. You let everybody else on there. Everybody and their grandmammy be on Watch What Happens Live. Why you didn't have Dennis come on Watch What Happens Live, let him answer all the questions. You ask him everything, ask him viewers questions, and then play the clip at the reunion. Why do we have baby daddies at the reunion? But let me shut up. That's just my little rant. That's just how I feel. Okay. So during the lunch break, the baby daddy/husband show up. Shamea on the phone with her husband because he ain't coming. That man is working, making money, and apparently he do not have time for housewives. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Jerome Mwangi. Hope I'm saying his name right. So he sent her flowers, and she on the phone with him playing victim. On the phone with him playing victim. I didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to say what I wanted to say. And this time I'm going to be heard. They were talking over me. Okay, whatever, Shamea. I'm just like, at this point, cut it. And he didn't seem to feed into it. We see Dennis and Charles show up. Hey, user 123. Say because Drew shouldn't use a baby daddy for a storyline, and she shouldn't. That was real tacky. I'm not saying that Drew wasn't tacky for what she did. I told y'all Drew is a creep, and I ain't never changed that. Okay? I ain't never changed it, but I still feel like we could have got all the information from him without having a baby daddy at the reunion, because this is not the first I wanted to see. Okay? Not for black folks. Okay? And then, you know, Porsha asked Dennis, you got any bombshells that I need to be concerned about? Anything that you didn't tell me that I'm finna hear? Oh, no, whatever. So Shamea and Kelly meet up in the dressing room. Y'all, this one was interesting because they meet up in there and they talking about, oh, this and that, and they talking about Brittany. I can't believe she showed up. Shamea said, I can't believe she told about the alliance. I can't believe she told. So wait a minute. Didn't Shamea try to First she said, Porsha, you was a part of it. Then when Porsha was like, how the hell I'm gonna be a part of an alliance to take me down? Then tonight, Shamea changes it to, well, I tried to make you a part. I tried to bring you into it. So was she a part of it, or you tried to bring her into it? Then they in the darn dressing room at the lunch break talking about she can't believe Britt told. What do you mean you can't believe Britt told? Shamea's not good at this, y'all. Shamea tell a bunch of lies. Right, neat. The lies. First, she admit there's an alliance, but you was part of it. Well, no, because it was alliance to bring me down. Then the next time she talk about it, well, I tried to bring you into it. After you just said she was a part of it, then get in the dressing room. I can't believe Britt told. I was so disgusted. When in Rome, behave. Yes. So they sitting back there, they doing their little weird thing. They can't believe Britt told. They mad because Britt ain't come. She say she gonna talk when she come out the second half because people talking over her, and she gonna expose stuff. That's when we first seen the little bag in her hand, and we didn't know what was in the little bag. Belize and JB say so she wanted everyone to be in this alliance against who? Porsha. That's who she wanted them to be in alliance against. Sparrow said at this point Shamea a lot more than Angela. I don't know now, because we ain't see Shamea, start trying to, cook up receipts and have whole plots and meetings and coaching people on what to say. Yvette said exactly. That proves that Porsha wasn't in the alliance and she didn't tell Porsha. Kelly proved Shamea was a big liar and did. Cecilia say, when Britt get mad, friend or no friend, Britt tell everybody business and did. Nick say, can't win when you play dirty and can't. Is Cynthia the only truth? No, Cynthia lied too. Don't forget her. She just ain't have no reason to lie yet this season. She ain't lied this season yet. This season, Cynthia, this was the most I've ever been able to tolerate Cynthia, because Cynthia didn't do a bunch of lying this season. I'm going to say this. As much as I don't care for Kenya Moore, I did have to look at Cynthia kind of side eye a little bit for how she handled the thing with Kenya. How she handled the situation with Kenya made me look at her a little sideways. I ain't going to lie to you, because that's supposed to be your friend. You checked your friend in a moment. Okay, cool. But then to go doing all them interviews and you going on all these long soliloquies and monologues about your friend to strangers, I don't like that. I don't think it looked good. You ain't got to uphold your friend in something you think is wrong. But the way Cynthia went about that, it definitely gave, we're going to pay you to smear your friend. And Cynthia had no problem cashing the check. Ching-a-ling, ching-ching. I had to side-eye her too. So anyway, all that done happened. And she can't believe she told. Then they come back out. Break's over, right? Break is over. The ladies are back outside. They outside like Cardi B. So they on the couch. They talking. I wouldn't have called her either if you sitting up talking about me on everybody's program. She should have, what'd you say? Cynthia should have been the first person in Kenya's chair, no shade. I don't know what that means. Tolerating Cynthia because her role was limited. Yes. And she didn't do a bunch of lying. Cynthia never forgave Kenya since Ultimate Housewives. Y'all told me that. I never saw what happened on that season of Ultimate Girls Trip, so I don't know. Brandon said, why did Cynthia talk like she was surprised and disappointed that Kenya hasn't talked to her? Right. That was funny, but we haven't gotten there yet. Y'all are taking me too fast. We going there though. So Andy brings them back out and they start Andy talks about Kenya's statement that she put on social media, Britt Edie's statement she put on social media saying it wasn't even her in the pictures. And then Shamea and Kelly out Britt a little bit. And I was like, okay, well, I'm here for it because Britt show told on y'all. So what you got, Shamea? What you got? So y'all, Shamea and Kelly said, for those of y'all who didn't watch, Shamea and Kelly said that if it wasn't her in the pictures, that they believe Britt must have known the whole time, because the same day that it happened, that Kenya put up the poster boards and was like, who is this hoe? Britt Edie is her name. They said Britt was fine. They said they went out to some club and she was laughing and kicking and chilling and everything was everything. They didn't expect that it was no problem. Next thing they know, Britt Edie is saying she devastated. Her whole world is torn apart. Remember, we watched her on the show talking about, oh, she didn't get no sleep because her phone was blowing up and everybody was saying they heard about it. But Kelly and Shamea just outed you, girl. Wasn't nobody texting you and DMing you and doing all that, because they said you was at the club chilling. You just wanted to use that for a storyline, act like you were so devastated. Let me find out you knew it wasn't you the whole time and was acting devastated just because you wanted Kenya to get fired. Put a 6 in the chat if y'all believe that it's a little bit of grain of truth to Shamea and Kelly's story about Britt Edie. I kind of do. I believe it's possible, because why is it all of a sudden now you know it wasn't you? How was you? Hey, let me put my 6 in the chat too. I say, ooh, baby, these alliances is hell. Because when y'all fall out, y'all tell everything on each other. You know what else? They tell on themselves too. Let me tell you why. So that means the whole time that Britt was putting on this front like she was so devastated, that would mean Kelly knew it was fake and you helped her play a role. You paid money to pay for a mobile IV therapist to come by this girl's house to do all this stuff with her so she could sit up and cry in front of you and pretend like she devastated when you knew she wasn't. That would mean, Shamea, you pretend like you cool with Kenya, but you up here going along with this stuff and pretending like you sympathetic with this girl who basically pretended like she was upset, pretended like she was devastated so Kenya could get fired. And you went along with it? Wow. Baby, listen here. This was a whole pit of vipers. This season on RHOA, for this to be season Sweet 16, this was a pit of vipers. I mean, vipers. Y'all don't see it? Let me show you. Kenya and Porsha got together, went to the Clear people and said, if y'all bring Marlo, we not gonna work to freeze Marlo out. Then Kelly, Britt, and Shamea decide they're gonna make an alliance to take down Porsha, and they already had it in for Phaedra. Kenya gets fired, and then you got I forgot, with the mess with Angela. Remember, she the one wrote that question over at the bank. And while everybody was getting on Shamea tonight, I don't know if y'all heard her, but when everybody was getting on Shamea about, you tell people you cool and then talk about them behind their back to other people, right? Well, Angela jumps in and said, well, that's why I wrote that question. That's why I wrote that question at the bank event, because I knew if I didn't do that, Kenya would never know that this girl was running around, saying whatever, yada, yada, yada. Wait, that was a different time, but that's that too. So she wrote the thing so that Britt could get her moment with Kenya. Then when Britt threatened Kenya with a pow-pow, and then, Kenya was pissed off, Angela then cozied up to Kenya behind the scenes. Kenya gets fired. Porsha was friends with Kenya, was on the phone with Kenya. Kenya tells her Drew gave her information. Now she denied it. Then Porsha, knowing that these people done got Kenya out of her job, knowing that girl threatened her with a pow-pow, then she go befriend Britt Edie after Britt Edie done threatened to pow-pow Kenya and got her fired. Shamea and Kelly know this girl ain't upset and know that it's probably not even her in the picture, and they let Kenya get fired and didn't even say nothing and was still befriending this girl. You see what I'm saying? All these chicks was biting at each other. Bunch of vipers. Oh my God. Vipers. So anyway, Anywho. So after we find out that Britt Edie probably was faking this, I'm upset, which we knew she was faking it because she was trying to milk that for a storyline. She started, even Andy had mentioned about her being on Watch What Happens Live, talking about, oh, Kenya had something for her. Kenya always was after her. And all of us was like, are you talking about the same Kenya we watching? Because Kenya barely know you alive. You seem to be following Kenya around, begging her to hug you and complaining about the type of hugs you got. So I'm just like, I know most of us was like, how was Kenya out to get her? It just didn't make no sense. And they say he didn't see it. The other ladies say they didn't see it. And so that was Angela's excuse for writing the question at the bank event, talking about, well, I did that because I knew Kenya wasn't even going to know this girl thought she was out to get her. No, you did that to try to help Britt get a moment. That's why you did it, Angela, because you messy, you underhanded, and you nasty too. So anyway, that's when the viewers asked Cynthia about, the whole thing with Kenya and, does she regret it? She thinks she should have did it different. Cynthia basically was like, I'm on team right. I'm for what's right. And I'm like, ordinarily, I'm like, yes, Cyn, I can feel you. Right is right. But you could be for what's right without going on an interview tour bashing your friend. And then talking about, oh, well, she hasn't talked to me since, not to this day. And I'm just like, you kind of basically let her know you was not her friend. A friend will call you on your stuff, but a friend gonna call you on your stuff, they're gonna pull you to the side. That's number one. It ain't gonna be in front of no camera. Reds, you're right. Kenya do need to learn to have a filter. And I'm not here to defend Kenya because I'm not a Kenya Moore fan. Okay? I'm just talking about what's right. Just like Cent say she for what's right, Nitra for what's right for real. And I don't do the fake, oh, I'm for what's right, trying to play the virtue signaling game, but you low-key stabbing a hole too. You pull your friend to the side. Hey, girl. Now, that was wrong. That's how you talk to your friends. You definitely don't go on no interview tours bashing your friends. That ain't what it is. It's a little janky. But if you really don't like her, just say you don't like her like that. And then, it makes more sense. But that's what she said. She stood on it. So I'm like, she stood on it. Say she ain't backing off. She say basically, if it was her child, she'd have called her child wrong than anybody else. But while I hear you in theory, Cynthia, do I believe that she would have checked Noelle if Noelle did something she think was wrong? Yes, I do. But I feel like she would have done an interview tour dragging Noelle? No, she wouldn't have done that. Mm-mm. But, she stood on her stuff, right, wrong, and indifferent. She stood on it. There it is. Cynthia has always been a little sneaky, Sharon, and that's why I ain't never liked her. I like your cheekbones, though. Cynthia is gorgeous. She is a rare beauty. So Porsha was like, look, basically saying Britt was wrong. She said she saw Kenya's reaction in the moment. She validated Kenya's, rightful reaction to somebody threatening to, boom shakalaka. And basically saying, hey, Britt was wrong. And she said she knew off the rip Kenya was going to retaliate. And I'm thinking, we all know Kenya going to retaliate. There's no universe, there's no timeline where Kenya Moore will not retaliate to that. No point in the timeline, none whatsoever. So naturally she was going to retaliate, right? And she said at that point too, she already knew about the pictures and the videos, which I knew. I knew them ladies knew. Number one, Shamea face told on them. Shamea don't know how to hide nothing. Her face tell everything. That's why I don't know why she bothered being fake and phony, because her face always tells on her. When Kenya went to talking about bringing out the boards and stuff, Shamea's face went like blank before they even saw what was really about to be shown, because she already knew. If she told Porsha done already repeated it. Porsha done repeated it. If she didn't tell everything, she told something. So I already knew it was some truth to that. So she already knew about the videos and the pictures. She said bluntly, Kenya told me Drew gave her some of that stuff. And I believe it. And I'm going to tell y'all why I believe it. Put a 7 in the chat. If you remember when Drew went and had that sit down with Britt Edie, and Britt asked her, when y'all was over such and such house, did you tell them you knew the guy that was in the picture that I was supposed to be singing karaoke for? And Drew tried to lie to her and was like, oh, I said I might have known or whatever. And, you know, she was like, oh, was it, you know, what she say? It wasn't no face. So you know what his genitals look like or something to that effect. I see some sevens. So y'all remember. But then when they do the flashback, she said she knew who it was. She knew who it was because she knows she the one sent the pictures to Kenya. Let me say it again. She knew who it was in the picture because she was the one who sent the picture to Kenya. So when Porsha just bluntly spit it out and said it, Drew was like, I mean, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. I don't know anything about this. And if you notice, every other time Drew is over talking people. That's the one time Drew wasn't really trying to over talk because I think she was scared of what else Kenya may have already told Porsha. Now, Porsha said Kenya talked to her later and was like, oh, I never said it was Drew. My thing is this. Hey, Kenya, I know you ain't come to the reunion, girl, because they ain't invite you. Why would you call her and say I never said it was Drew? Why would you do that? Because when Porsha was on her YouTube channel, she didn't say no names. She didn't say no names. So what would be the point of you calling her back to say I never said it was Drew? For Porsha to say, yes, you did. You did tell me it was Drew. You did. You did. You did. Just like she told Phaedra, you was the one told me that stuff about Candy. You did. Yeah, you did. Kenya, don't be trying to cover for Drew because you felt like, oh, she helped me, so I ain't gonna throw her under the bus. That's also why I know, Kenya, you was the one helping Drew and Angela set up this goofy stuff with Marcus and Junebug. This has got your fingerprints all over it, Kenya. I see you. I said it back then. I saw you. And now here we are, right? So anywho, Porsha, and that all that went on, and that's when Cynthia said she ain't talked to her no more. Then we get to Shamea, the intro, with her talking about she can outshine anybody. We see the house, we see the music showcase, the churning stuff, the surrogacy, Brits freak out, the donation, all that stuff, right? Everything Grenada, all that. We see the whole, you know, montage. You know they do that every time they switch housewives. Hey, Ellie from Miami. And Andy asked her about Brit and the comment she made about that girl child. I'm gonna say this up front. I said it then. I thought that was tasteless. I thought it was disgusting. I don't know too many black mamas gonna make up no stories about their baby being sick. That's number one. Number two, we all saw on the show when that girl got that call. Then we also listened to her mama tell her exactly what happened because the mama was the one that found that baby in that condition with the nurse up under an electric blanket with a cap on her head. And she had that baby in that ice cold room with no blanket, no socks on her feet, no cap on her head, nothing. The only thing I don't know is whether they put that nurse in jail because she should have went to jail or somebody should have went to jail for beating her behind. Because I can promise you somebody would have been took off by Atlanta PD if it was me. Either I'm wearing cuffs or you wearing cuffs, but somebody going to jail. Somebody going, either me or her. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there because that's not my child. But she was just talking about the fact that, you know, she thought that was nasty because she wished she could say she made it up. And I understand because who the hell want to say they baby sick? Everybody know that child been sick. And while they was over there, that was a real situation. It was real nasty to try to shame a mother for having a drink or smiling, trying to, you know, get past the moment. While I can't stand Shamea, I'm not going to shame a mother for, you know, breathing. Because mothering by itself, when you got a perfectly healthy child, is stressful. A child that's been sick from day one and you actually trying to work and make some bread and your people like, nah, we got it. Don't rush back or whatever. If you stop and breathe and smile and actually laugh at something or take a drink, I'm not going to shame you. Mothers, you deserve a minute. You deserve to breathe. You deserve to have a lemon drop or a Moscow Mule or whatever the hell you sip every now and then to get you over the hump. Now, that don't mean you drink while you over there teaching your children them ABCs. Having the children think that the word dog begin with the letter G. Don't do nothing like that. But if you need a minute, take a minute. And I'm never going to shame a mother for that. Not going through the stress of raising children, let alone a sick child. Britt was trash for that. Just like she was trash for threatening to shoot another black woman over a shady comment on a show that's all about shady comments. period. So she talked about that. I actually agreed with her on that. I didn't, I ain't gonna, I'm not even gonna speak on her, her couple of tears here and there. I am gonna speak on the fact that them tears dried up real quick, and I don't know whether that was editing. It's like 1 minute she was like breaking down, and the next minute she was like, "Oh," and it was really a strange transition. And I want to believe that was editing. I do not want to believe that she could suck that up that quick. I don't want to believe that. I don't know. I got to look at it again. I don't know. And she said the situation with Britt, she felt like Britt fell out with her because she thought that Shamea was taking sides with Kelly with their fallout, because they had an alliance. It wasn't a couple, it was a throuple. It was a throuple, right? And so when Kelly didn't want her using her glam team and trying to just poach her entire glam team, she felt like, Shamea thinks that Britt felt like she was taking sides with Kelly over her. I don't know. Y'all should have never had no alliance in the first place. Like, what was the point of this? You know what I'm saying? You coming into a show brand new to try to take people down. How weird is that? It makes me feel like maybe production brought Shamea in with the proviso that she would take Porsha down. Like, did production ask you to, or is this just something you wanted to do? I don't know. So anyway, let me see what else happened with that. She said the surrogacy thing, that they did one implantation, it failed. Somebody asked her, like, does she have to give him a male child? She said she want to please her husband because he do everything to please her. And viewer asked her about being shady, about Drew's song with the 5 languages, blah, blah, blah. I was like, this is so dry. Y'all, I took notes on this stuff, but it's just dry. I'm going to be honest. It's super dry. She was like, yeah, I was being shady because, whatever. And because she kept calling me a lapdog and stuff, which it was rude and goofy. And I'm just like, Drew, this is the second woman you called a lapdog. First you called Sheree friend a lapdog. Now you're calling her a lapdog. I'm like, Drew, basically, bottom line, need to stop calling people lapdogs. Like, just stop. She was like, but I never shaded her voice or her music or anything like that. Drew getting ready to lie. Yes, you did. And she's like, but the reality is Shamea did never shade her voice. She didn't. She talked about you on the radio station, about you lying, about you speaking 5 languages. Right? That's what you said. And then she was like, well, Drew, you even told me that your people named the song wrong. Oh, no, that's the name of it. She was like, but you told me. And I'm like, first of all, there is nothing more frustrating and nerve-wracking than watching 2 liars argue. Because I am not going to burn up my good energy trying to, play ping pong with my eyeballs and figure out who's lying between the 2 of you. I'm not, because at this point, I can only believe what I saw. I didn't see Shamea shade her voice, but I also did not see the conversation that Drew and Shamea had about the naming of a song that nobody cares about, because Drew could be lying through her teeth with a straight face. Shamea will lie through her teeth with a straight face. I don't know who's lying. And to be honest, y'all, I ain't got the energy to care. I don't. Then so she was like, well, you do lie a lot, though. You lie a lot sometimes. She's like, well, what do I lie about? And she was like, well, you did actually lie about that Judith Lieber bag. So the first, and then Drew went to lying. Like, Drew went to lying. She was like, well, I never said I had a Judith Lieber bag. Production showed that was a lie. Because I think it was Angela was like, oh, is that a Judith Lieber? Yes, girl. And then she was like, well, I do have a Judith Lieber. It's at home in the closet. And I'm like, you sure you want to do that? And I called it out during the season. I hate to go play my old videos, but y'all know I did. And so Shamea brought the same fake bag that Drew was toting and was like, girl, this bag that you have came from Akira for $130. That is not a Judith Lieber. Meanwhile, Porsha over there begging for the knockoff. I take the Akira. You know, Akira be having some cute stuff. Don't hate on Akira. That is not Rainbow or Fashion Nova. Akira be having some real cute stuff. If y'all ain't know, check them out. They be having shoes, handbags, little blouses and stuff. You know, check them out, you know. So Porsha begging for the knockoff bag. Shamea talking about, let's see how the rest of this segment go first. I guess Porsha was like, oh, well, if we mad or not, I'm going to beg for this purse. Okay. I'm not mad at that. It was a cute bag. Cute bag. Also on Drew's end, girl, if you got a Akira purse, what you shame for? Let me tell you something. Shamea could not have shamed me. This is where Drew really irritates me. Drew was one of the biggest reasons that she irritates me. She lie when she don't have to. But this was a moment that you really could have roasted the piss out of Shamea, and you didn't. Yep. Akira be having cute stuff, don't they, niece? Mm-hmm. But Drew could have roasted the piss out of Shamea, but she didn't. She don't even know how to. Instead, she up here trying to lie. You should have let her know. Girl, you went and bought $130 bag to try to prove that I didn't have a real Judith Lieber, when the fact remains, you the one married to the multi-millionaire, not me. She over there married the Wreck-It Ralph. She married the Wreck-It Ralph. Now, Ralph got a little coin, obviously, because the basement is 5,000 square feet. That's a whole nother house up under the ground. So I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is he ain't got Mwangi money. So if Drew can't afford to walk around with Judith Lieber, what's the big deal? She should have told Shamea about her tail. I would have told her all about her tail. You got access to the money. You got access to, you know, contracts for airport HVAC money. You got access to big money, and you walk around looking like you shop at the flea market. Ain't no way in hell Shamea could have played with me about no Akira bag. I'd have rocked my Akira bag and would have said, and so. That's perfectly acceptable for a girl like me. But Shamea explained to me how you got access to millions of dollars, and you walk around looking like you literally got like you just beat up two boosters and stole everything off of them and put it all on at the same time. Shamea was down there in Grenada going to jab with Chanel rain boots on. What the hell was she going to do with Chanel rain boots on down to the jab? The fact that she showed up to whoever house that was with the Kelly Green print Louis Vuitton. The fact that she went to Britt Eady's Polo Golf Club mini golf classic party with brown boxes with drawers in it party, with a Balenciaga outfit on with the brand stamped all over it, just looking goofy and country and ghetto. Everything Shamea has done, her clothing has been a disaster. She did that music showcase and had exactly one cute outfit in the whole lineup. Everything else, shoulders too big, don't dress for her body type. Shamea has got the cutest figure, pretty face, and she don't never dress to show off her assets. She always looked like a clown. And instead of Drew ripping her down, you up here trying to lie about a Judith Lieber bag. That's why I be irritated with these people. That's why I be irritated with these people. Because if you just be real, we would have ourselves a show. Y'all know Sheree would have ate Shamea up. Y'all know it. She'd have been over there stuttering and warbling like a turkey and told Shamea out the frame. This is why this show is in the toilet. This is why. That whole couch over there was not ready. That entire couch over there was not ready. That was a mess. That was a mess. And buddy, listen, don't try to shoot her no bell. Talking about everybody first season is a tough one, and she come back, she a hairstylist. Buddy, she been on this show since all the way back then. She been a friend of the show and was very active on the show. That ain't the problem. Shamea ain't even technically no newbie like that. Come on now, let's keep it real. Y'all know, because y'all know we ain't doing fake over here. Shamea be looking a goddamn mess. She had exactly what, 2 or 3 outfits the whole season that didn't make your eyes itch and burn. So anyway, then we get to what else we got to with this heifer, with this the Judith Lieber bag, all the lies about that. Andy asked Porsha if she believed Britt and if she thought Britt was being malicious, telling her the stuff about Shamea in the text messages. Porsha said she do believe Britt was being malicious when she told about it because she was mad because she felt like she got kicked out the alliance, right? And I agree with that. They do. And she said she was because she was being malicious. She was trying to make somebody mad with Shamea because she thought she got kicked out of the alliance. But then she was like, the stuff that she was able to repeat to me was stuff that did sound familiar. So she believes she probably did see something, right? Lord Schlogolo says Shamea make Valentino look like Kmart. Don't listen. Kmart used to have some cute little sundresses and stuff back in the day. Ooh, not looking like she about to pick cotton. Y'all cold as hell up in here. I can't handle y'all. Y'all too hot to handle. And so she was just like, trying to talk about that. Drew jumps in and was like, she told me, what she said, she told me and Angela that Porsha didn't celebrate her or whatever because Shamea was trying to like play with the words, play with the semantics. Oh no, I was just saying, and she probably did hear me say that, we didn't get to go out when I got my peach because she was going through something with her divorce or whatever like that. And that's when Drew jumped in and was like, no, Shamea, you not telling the truth again. You came and told me and Angela that she didn't celebrate you getting a peach, like she wasn't happy about you getting a peach. And I remember Angela saying that, and I'm like, well, now, Angela, is that true or you putting something on it? And that's why I don't like that these ladies are not truthful because you don't know what to believe and what not to believe. Well, Drew said it in front of her like, no, you said, that she, and I'm like, Shamea, I don't know now. I know you and Drew be lying, but I kind of believe Drew on this one. And I was kind of like pinching myself, like, Seanitra, are you sure you believe Drew? But I kind of do believe Drew on this one because she was like, no, you said that. That's what you said. And so Porsha was like, are you saying I ain't celebrate you? She was like, I didn't tell you congratulations or nothing. None of that, huh? Oh, I was just saying we didn't get to go out. I was just saying we didn't get to go out. So I'm sitting there like, Shamea, you getting caught up in your stuff. It was getting tough. I say, oh, Shamea, girl, I think they got your number. So, I got to stick to the book when it gets hairy. So after that, after Drew called out, I guess Drew say, you gonna tell everybody I had a knockoff bag? I'm gonna make sure Porsha know that you sat up and said she was not happy about you getting that peach. And you know what else? Why I believe Drew, y'all? Because when Shamea and Porsha had that sit down, and Shamea was in the confessional, remember what she said? This new territory for all of us. Me having a peach. I don't feel good. Do it or something to that effect. Like she thought she was sticking it to Porsha by having a peach. So I absolutely believe Drew when she said that you said that. You said that, Shamea, you lying. Now I know Drew is a big liar. We all know this, but baby, it's given. You giving her a run for her money. You called out her knockoff bag. She called out your knockoff loyalty. Go, Drew. I don't know what else to say. Drew popped you. Drew popped Shamea. Y'all say what you will of me. She popped her. And so Andy was like, basically everybody was giving y'all unsolicited advice on y'all friendship. They showed the whole montage or whatever. They say right now they don't have no communication with each other. Wait, say she posted receipts of the bag and the date is on it. Shamea flop. Nah, I still don't believe that. Just like Angela faking birth certificates, I don't believe it. Because, and I'm going to tell you why I don't believe it when in Rome. Because when they popped her for going to that Belmont event and she didn't buy nothing, all she could show them was that she had something in her shopping cart. And then she turned around and when they was doing the recaps after the show, then she had on something from the designer. But she bought that mess after the fact. And I believe she bought that bag after the fact too. Drew thinks she crafty and she not. Okay. Shamea popped her on that knockoff bag. Drew popped Shamea on that knockoff loyalty. Now, if you ask me, Drew won that exchange. Drew won that one. But I ain't finna lie for her either. No, you did that. You had that Akira. And it's a cute bag. And I want one. If anybody would like to, just for the record, for the congregation. If anybody would like Auntie to have that bag, Auntie would like to have that bag. From Akira. No. If y'all got enough money to buy one from Judith Lieber, please donate that to your church's building fund. Because our churches are suffering right now. So please donate that to your church building fund. But if anybody would like to buy an Akira, I would like to have that bag from Akira. Or any bag from Akira, for that matter. Okay. Just FYI. Ain't nobody asked. I just thought y'all should know I would like to have one. Okay. So after that, Porsha was like, everything that went on through the season, I could have got past that. It would have been cool. She said, but the part she couldn't get past was everything on social media, the interview. She said it was a whole smear campaign. She mentioned how she went on Candy show telling that same lie. Oh, she didn't celebrate me. She said Candy had to flat out ask her, she didn't call. And she said once Candy pushed and said she didn't call it, she said, well, she called. So she didn't even want to say that. She was really trying to paint a picture on that girl. And so she was like, you went on the Breakfast Club talking trash about me, like you went on a social media smear campaign or whatever. Shamea kept trying to interrupt. Porsha points out, like, girl, that she never, whatever happened while she was interrupting, she was trying to derail the conversation when Porsha started talking about the fact that you had like clicked up with them people and you was plotting to sabotage her by using the hate train, trying to use the fans, the fact that the fans already know certain stuff about her and certain people already don't like her. And it was certain people that really just wanted to see Porsha get popped for going and marrying grandfather time. Y'all know that. A lot of y'all wanted to see her get popped for that. And that's why I was like, so why y'all not mad with Kenya and Porsha for keeping Marlo off the show? Because y'all know if St. Pete had been on the show, Marlo was going to pop Porsha. Marlo was going to pop Porsha. But she said Shamea clicked up with them people with this alliance mess and was going to try to use the fans and stuff to sabotage her and use the hate train. Shamea kept trying to interrupt because she knew Porsha was on track. And see, this is what I was saying in the beginning. When Kelly started talking too much, Angela hurried up and started talking over her to make her stop, right? Then when Shamea was actually on to something with the hypocrisy about Drew and Angela's friendship, Drew started talking over her. Now that Shamea talking about this sabotage and this alliance and crap that Shamea had with Kelly and Britt, Shamea went trying to talk over her, and she was like, no, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Now, if you don't want to hear what I got to say, then you just don't care about this, but I'm finna say what I got to say. And then she went to talking about the wedding stuff of it all. And she was like, yeah, but you said this, and then you said that. And production showed proof of, of everything with that, the fact that, you was sitting up with Candy and Carmen when they was talking bad about Porsha. Oh, Porsha put her legs in the air and all this other stuff or whatever. And so she kept trying to, change it back to, well, let's talk about the wedding. And Porsha was like, no, we're going to get back on point because that ain't what we're talking about. We talking about why, I can get past what you did on the season, but all the stuff off the season, that's what she can't get past at the moment because she was just highlighting all the stuff that the fans did watch and the fans do know. And they do have this in their cachet, their memory of the show, right? So she got back on point. And now that's when Shamea was like, well, I tried to include you in the alliance. And she was like, girl, include me how? Well, I was inviting you when we was going to the restaurant and she was like, okay. Mind you, this is the same chick that told us last part one of the reunion, oh, you was a part of it. Was she a part of it? Or did you try to invite her? Or was it like you said in the dressing room with Kelly, you can't believe Britt told? Which one is it? Shamea. See, it's cool to talk about how Drew is a big liar because she is. But Shamea, you won too. Let me put the StreamYard in the chat because I want to know what y'all got to say about this here mess too. I want to know what y'all got to say. Let me just put it in here and we can run it back through. So then Shamea was trying to interrupt again when the girl was talking. And then and Andy had asked her, not really asked her, but kind of directed his conversation towards Shamea. And was like, Shamea, you said y'all would be cool if Porsha took the first step. And I saw her make a birthday post towards you. And she was like, she did. And that was really sweet. And Porsha was like, yeah, I made a birthday post about her. You know, she was extending the branch. And she said, and she kept right on with the smear campaign. I say, dang. And so Porsha was like, look, listen, you was doing too much. You was lying and you was wrong. And so Shamea basically admitted that she was lying on the girl, talking about something, and you don't think you was lying too? You don't think you was wrong too? So Porsha said, well, what did I lie about? And I wanted to know, because I don't care what y'all say. Porsha gave us nothing all season, a big nothing burger. I mean, the biggest nothing burger ever. I understand she had NDAs and couldn't film in her house, and she was trying not to give people energy, wasn't taking the bait, but Porsha ain't really give us nothing. Even though people kept Porsha's name going, all I heard all season long, Porsha, 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 Porsha. Porsha didn't give us nothing. So at this point, y'all, I'm leaning in. What did Porsha lie about? Because the heifer barely talked. God darn it, if Shamea didn't say, that post you made on social media, you said my mama did something egregious to your mama. Porsha say she absolutely did. I say, because remember, we got the dirt on that, if y'all don't recall. So what it looked like coming up for next episode, and to say, well, what went on between the mamas? I say, now we finna get it. Now we finna get down to it. Hey, new deal, new me. Now we finna get down to it. Now, y'all, did y'all hear the rumors on the mamas before we get to hear their version of it? I hope y'all heard the rumors on the mamas, because that's why I keep saying Shamea trying to act like her mama. Shamea is trying to act like Sarah. Miss Sarah got a little slam to her. Now she's sitting up talking Jesus this, pray that, you know, praise the Lord this, hallelujah that. But Sarah got a little slime to her. She got a little slime to her. And I think that's where Shamea get it from. And I personally feel like your mama tried to take her mama down, hurt her feelings, but Porsha mama cut her off, so she couldn't really get another shot at her. And I feel like this is Sarah versus Diane, the rematch. And I think these is the daughters of the ladies doing the rematch. These girls inherited their mama's beef, and now here we go. Red, you got to misspell your cuss words, baby. But you're right. She was on the bull crap way before. And see, the thing is, Red, can we talk about it? Porsha made that post because she saw where Shamea was on the show talking to Cynthia, trying to make people attack Diane. That's what she was doing. You know, can we be honest? Because that is what Shamea was doing. Shamea was trying to make people attack Diane. Simple and plain. Hey, Black Pixie. She was. Her and her mama had already went on Candy's show talking about she called my baby a dog. Girl, lady, listen, I don't want to be disrespectful because that lady old enough to be my mama. And I was raised decent. But that lady full of crap. Sinclair, Jesus might have saved her, but I believe that old woman either backslid or maybe, you know, maybe the saving ain't take. Because she went on YouTube and said, Diane called my daughter a dog. She know darn well Diane ain't called her daughter no dog like that. Every Black woman know that old saying. All of our mamas have said the same thing to us. A dog that'll bring a bone or carry a bone. Put a 1 in the chat if you gonna keep it real. And you was either told that by your mama, your big mama, or your auntie. Somebody done told you a dog that bring a bone or carry one. Shamea mama got her behind up there talking about Diane called her daughter a dog because they was trying to make people attack Diane. Then Shamea sat up in there. Thank y'all for the ones and keeping it real. Oh, William want to know the room between the mamas. I'm going to get to it, I promise you. And then Shamea sat up there with Cynthia talking about Porsha and was like, well, you know, our moms was friends. Well, I mean, my mom thought they were, as though Diane did something to prove that she wasn't a friend. She was implying that Diane had done something to her mother. That's why Porsha made that post. Because remember, they don't get to see the episodes until a little bit before we see them. As soon as Porsha seen that, that's when she made that post and was like, Shamea, wrong goddamn road. Keep Diane name out your mouth. Do not play, because, you know, basically I will air this all out because, you know, your mama did something egregious to my mama. So it's like, ain't no, oh, well, you lied like it was something shady. Girl, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Porsha added her on that goddamn post. So it wasn't no hide and seek, you know, here we go around the mulberry bush. She added you and told you flat out, called you out and said, girl, wrong road. Now, that's what it was. So for those of y'all who don't know what the gossip is, let me tell you what the gossip is, because y'all know I love gossip. Lean in. So look, they say Sarah and Diane was good friends, good girlfriends, besties, right? And they both had daycare centers. Diane had her centers. It was a few of them. And Shamea mama Sarah, Miss Sarah, had her few daycare centers, right? Both of these good girlfriends. Girl, I got my daycares. Girl, you got your daycares. So the money had got funny or whatever, right? For Diane. So she was like, it was the one place she couldn't keep that one going because she couldn't keep paying for it. So she was like, dang, I'm going to have to let this one go into foreclosure, you know, where she could keep the other ones operational. So she telling her best girlfriend, which that's what you would do. You would sit up and tell your girl, like, girl, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. And so she's like, look, child, I can accept it. But the biggest thing I'm worried about is somebody buying it, opening up the exact same kind of business and then competing with me. Sarah sitting up there like she the friend, woo, 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 and waited good to that woman property, went into foreclosure and bought it at an auction as her friend. If you wanted the property, why you ain't just go to Diane and say, girl, I tell you what, this is what we gonna do. While it's the went into foreclosure, let's do a short sale. Or before it go in foreclosure, let's do a short sale or something. Sell it to me. I'll just take it over. And that way you don't have to get the foreclosure on your business credit or whatever. Right. Girl, you talking about getting sued by a worker about a child. That ain't got nothing to do with this. How y'all gonna ask me for the gossip, then bring up something ain't got nothing to do with that? Y'all got to stay on track. I'm gonna quit telling y'all stuff. But that's what she did. So then when Diane found out that she went behind her back and bought the property at the auction, rather than coming straight to her to tell her, look, girl, this is what I'm finna do. I could do this. You know, either way, you're gonna lose it. If you sell it to me, we could keep it off your business credit. She let her friend go all the way in the foreclosure, bought it at an auction. And after that, Diane was like, oh, you don't mean me no good at all. So Diane cut that lady off like nothing. See, Porsha ain't smart as her mama. At all. But that's why Diane was so apprehensive and kept telling her, you better watch her. That girl is just like her mama. You better watch her. She just like her mama. And what we found out with this season, Shamea is just like her mama. She found Porsha on a downswing because, right, you know, when they came in on the season, everybody was sick of Porsha. Everybody mad at Porsha because Porsha divorcing granddaddy time. And, you know, oh, we wanted her to get whopped, or they wanted at least the satisfaction of seeing him do her dirty so they could say that's what you get and all of that. So she was going to try to jump on, well, public sentiment. Like right now, you might be more or less a fan favorite and you got a big fan group, but she knew it was enough people that was really like vexed with Porsha. She was trying to ride the hate train. She tried to do what her mama did. So she was like, okay, your social capital is in foreclosure. People are mad with you. It's some people that just want you to go away. Oh, why did she come back to the show? So she was going to try to ride that and basically try to kick Porsha while she's down and ride the bad, you know, sentiment on her into starlight and stardom and a platform for herself. That's what she was trying to do. She was trying to pull a Sarah on Porsha. That's why I kept telling y'all from early on, Shamea and Porsha inherited their mother's beef. Period. Diane already watching and being careful. Porsha's stupid, in my opinion. Well, y'all know I think she kind of slow anyway. But she dumb, because you still hanging around, going around these people, you being around her mama there, you speaking to her mama and stuff. Porsha, what's wrong with you? Like, in real life, what's wrong with you? If you do something to offend my mama, I'm not coming around you. If that mean I can't be friends with your child no more, then I guess me and this hoe ain't friends no more. Because I'm not finna be around you and smiling in your face, and I know you tried to hurt my mama. That's why I say Porsha really is a dumb Dora. Unfortunately for Shamea, she not quite as dumb as you thought she was, because she didn't take the bait all season. Shamea kept trying to like goad her into a back and forth exchange, like so it would blow up. She didn't take none of that. But Porsha, you kind of got yourself into this, because once your mama don't deal with somebody, you're not supposed to either, really, in my book. I'ma just be real with you. Unless you and your mama got some kind of contentious behavior, like your mama the ops or something. Once somebody don't like your mama, they don't like you either. And you better know that. For that lady to do that to your mama, if it's true, that means that she don't really like your mama. So why would you have anything to do with her or her daughter? You asked for that. That's why when Shamea came to that show as your friend, she immediately became Candy's friend, because she don't like you. You were her way in the door. She don't like you. And I feel like even now, Shamea like, well, you know, it was just a smear campaign. First of all, you can't be shocked, Porsha. Like, we know you ain't the brightest bulb in the box, in the chandelier, but you can't be shocked, Porsha. You can't. You just can't. You just can't. But that's what happened. So hopefully next week we're gonna get to see if these girls is gonna go ahead and talk about the mamas a little bit. Because see, Shamea opened that door. And then now she up here on this stage trying to play victim. Well, you mentioned that my mama did. Girl, you opened the door. You mentioned mamas. You mentioned mamas. You opened the mama door. And Porsha walked right on in. So now we gotta wait and see next week if they go ahead and give us the mama story. I don't know what else to say about it. Honestly, y'all, I don't know. Let me see what y'all talk about in the chat. Black Pixie say Porsha kept her enemy Shamea close, but listened to her mama behind the scenes. Yeah, that's true, but to me, that's dumb as hell. If you my enemy, I don't need you to be close. You get the hell away from me. But maybe that's just me. Miss Nixie say Shamea thought she was going to be the one, and she ain't. Well, she thought so. Black Pixie say she don't think she's shocked. Well, I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe she not shocked. Sharon say, "What? Wow, that's sad. They were friends since they was little." Mm-hmm. Yep. Say whenever Drew can slip one in on you, she gonna do it. Yeah, she gonna do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Amanda K said, "I believe with you believe everything Porsha said about that stuff with Shamea. I kind of do too, to be honest." New Deal New Me say, "I didn't think it could get any worse for Shamea. I cringe." Mm-hmm. She better hope Porsha don't lay it all out. Then you and your mama gonna be exposed. Red says, "So was she in the alliance, or did she try to get her in there a darn snake child?" Right. I'm telling you, Shamea just sat up there and lied backwards and forwards and back. Amanda K says she barely responded to Shamea and did. Barely said a thing to her. Red said, "If I were Porsha, that B would be dead to me." Girl, you cold. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Say this was the quiet Porsha been since doing, I guess the most quiet she been since doing Housewives. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So hopefully those of you who didn't know what the rumors were, now y'all know what the rumors are. And now we gotta see if Now we got to see if they gonna air it out in part 3. I hope they air it out. That's all I can say. I hope they air it out, because let's do it. Hell, instead of bringing the baby daddy, y'all should have brought the mamas. This should have been the first reunion where we had the mamas. I've been wanting the mamas at the reunion. Joyce had a right to be at a couple of them reunions. She did. She did. Oh, yes. Joyce should have been at a couple of them reunions. They didn't do Joyce right. Y'all know Joyce, my girl. Antoinette say Porsha looked really hurt when Shamea confirmed the alliance. But my thing is, why be hurt? Your mama told you about them people. Hey, Evolution. I be doing my best to keep it straight. Because see, one thing about these lying heifers, they want to keep people confused so you don't figure out when they lying. Red say Porsha played the game right, in my opinion. Sit back and allow y'all to see what Shamea really is. You got a point. But you know what else she could have did, Red? Was not try to be friends with her at all. And then we would have never met Shamea on that show, period. That's all she had to do, was just leave her alone. Hey, Passionate Polly. Passionate Polly said, annoys me how Porsha has no to challenge her and call her out. She doesn't respect Shamea and speak over her. She couldn't do that. Child, please. You late. We done all figured out, how you doing, baby? But we done all figured out Shamea full of crap. We done figured it out. And the fact that Porsha was talking and explaining why she wasn't cool with Shamea, and Shamea kept interrupting, Porsha was supposed to keep talking. Black Pixie said, I heard Porsha gonna lay it all out and drag Shamea to hell in the end. What? Oh, shoot. Black Pixie, I hope you heard the right T, girl, because we need something exciting, because the first two ain't been that exciting. I have had to dig to, like, figure out what people saying and what they're not saying. What queen? I ain't seen a queen on that stage. Sinclair said, Nitra, I'm glad I came across your page, because I was following someone for years and, like, we wasn't watching the same show. I hate that. But, you know, when we start watching people and we seeing stuff and we know what we saw, and they start telling us stuff that we know we ain't saw, that's when I feel like somebody took a check. Somebody got paid. Shamea got caught up in her lies. She got caught up in her lies. Baby, ain't no valid point when you lying every other second. It ain't. It ain't. Shamea sat up there tonight and lied backwards and forwards. And it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing, honestly. I'm a whole black woman, just like most of y'all. We black women. And I'm sorry. The stuff that I saw tonight was embarrassing. Passionate Paulie, you must be new here, baby. All them heifers lie. We call them all out. And right now, it's Shamea's turn. So you're going to have to get in line. Porsha didn't give us a lot of them tonight. We'll get her next week if she give us some. We deal with who lying at the moment. We don't want to talk about who lied last week. We're going to talk about right now. That's right, baby. Keep on laughing, because that's what we do here. We calls out all the liars. And you're on a channel where we don't like none of them heifers. So me telling me about somebody else lying is not going to get me off Shamea's tail. Please and thank you. Hope that helps. Amanda K says Shamea kept getting caught in every lie. Baby, every lie she told. Every lie she told. It was a lie. Z Molly say, the reason I'm subscribing is you are able to see through Shamea BS. A lot of these bloggers and fans seem to be mesmerized by her huge house and designer labels. I don't know why. Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all know I'd be happy to see black folks with money. It makes me excited on the inside. I do a little happy dance. And after I get through celebrating that God done bless you, I'm finna point out your mess, because why you doing it? A chosen one's diary is in here. Kiki and hey boo, ain't she pretty? Welcome, sis. I'm just saying. Sis, I know she laughing at, but let me tell you something. Don't you hate when people do that to you? I'm telling you what I'm looking at, and you trying to distract me, telling me about somebody else. You not finna take my attention off this line hooker right here. I'm right here right now. You can talk about the man in the moon if you want to. This is what's going on right now. We finna talk about this right here. You're not finna derail the conversation. We talking about this line hooker right here. Because every time I caught Porsha snake tail telling a lie, I drug her by her good wigs. And so shall we again the next time we catch her. Cynthia said, I think Porsha came prepared for Shamea after talking with her mama. She should have listened to her mama and stayed away from that heifer in the first place. Everyone else, every lady here, most of us, I'm gonna say almost every lady here has had a moment where you've had to say, mama was right. And I hope Porsha has finally let it get into her pea brain. Your mama was right. Antoinette says Shamea freezes for a second, then she either lies or denies. Right, Antoinette, that's her tell. When somebody catch her in a lie, she pause real quick like she thinking, and you're right. She either say that's not true or she tell another lie. That's exactly what she do. You right, you caught that. It don't matter when she bought it. She had the money to buy it. We're not going to validate that black woman money either. We ain't doing that either. I don't play like that. I don't care how much I don't like you. We're gonna keep it funky around this mug. I don't care if she just bought it. I don't care if she bought it last week, last month, or last year. Me and you can't buy it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her man for making that bread. And I'm always happy to see black folks with money. Always. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. You know I got to keep it real around here. Red say, man, that bee tried to take her friend down. She did. Had a whole plan and an alliance. I believe this was the plan for years. Dang, Red, you think so? I believe that. I believe that. Red got me thinking. I believe that, Red. I'm mad because ain't none of y'all hit that StreamYard. That's what I'm mad about. Okay? Chosen will say, I see a different side of Shamea. I was really disappointed. A lot of people was chosen one, but I'm going to tell you something. I've been seeing Shamea a long time ago. That scene they showed tonight, it was back then. If Porsha supposed to be your bestie, why you sitting up there with Candy and Carmen calling your friend a hoe and you was cool with that? But then everybody want to talk about what she let Phaedra say whatever about her. Like, girl, y'all not friends like that. I've been peeped that. Okay, B, tell them, hit the link now if y'all want to tell me something. I agree with Red too. I think Red on to something. Hey, Amanda Boo.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. Girl, okay. What's going on?
I wanted to say I 100% agree with Porsha when it came to Shamea knowing what people say on, the internet and using that to try to gain, a higher position on the show, basically to be that girl and get everyone that liked Porsha, to go away.
Right.
So, yeah, I am in total agreement with that.
Okay, so now let me ask you this since I got you. Hey, Mo, do you think Red is right? And Shamea been planning this for years, like as soon as she could get on there to do this?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if she was planning on this for years, but I think once she was coming on this time, she had a plan to do it. Like, I don't know if she's been planning this for years and years, but I think once she was able to get on the show, she knew what she was going to do.
Okay. Okay. Now, let me ask you this. I'm so happy to have somebody to talk to. Okay.
Yeah, my kid went to sleep early. It was his birthday, so he was all, having fun.
Oh, okay, that's cute. So now, when it comes to this alliance situation and Britt Edie getting mad and breaking away from the alliance, do you think that what Kelly and Shamea is saying about her is the truth? That she wasn't upset about it? She already knew them pictures was not her?
I don't know. Because they all be lying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure because she didn't see the pictures at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So if she didn't see them, how would she know it's not her? You
I
know?
mean, she claimed she didn't see him in the beginning,
But then she
but
was so upset. Well,
right.
she could have
But
known.
now, but remember now, they claimed that the girl went out to the club and she was chilling the same night everything happened. Then when we saw her again on camera, she was crying and snotting.
Yeah. I mean, she could have known. And like you said, she wanted to because Kenya is messy. She could probably put something up there that's fake and say it's her. So she could have, she could have known it wasn't her, but just use that to get Kenya off the show and to
That's
get
what that's
because
what
she
I'm
loves
thinking.
attention.
Okay, so here's another thing. What if she didn't know that it was fake, but she wasn't really worried about it, but she pretended to be devastated so she could use that to get Kenya off the show?
Playing victim. I mean, you could tell like through the whole show, she's very defensive. She wants everyone to feel bad for her. She
Mm-hmm.
cries at the drop of a hat. I think she had this and was like, okay, well, I'll use this as a part of my storyline. Because, I mean, she's a newbie.
Oh,
This was something that would be easy to gravitate to and just, I don't know,
that's
use
true
it.
too.
Yeah.
But now, okay, now in part one, Shamea said when they asked her, when Andy asked her why y'all didn't include Angela, she wasn't young and fun enough. I'm like, Andy, you
Uh-uh.
shady as hell for that. And then
Yes.
Shamea was like, well, we ain't know her. I ain't know her.
Nah, it's because she was friends with Drew. They don't want Drew a part of their alliance. They wanted Shamea wanted her, Britt, and Kelly. I don't think Porsha was a part of the alliance.
No,
Maybe Shamea tried to get her in, but
I don't
Porsha
think
wasn't
so.
trying to do that. Because, like you were saying at the beginning, Kenya and Porsha were supposed to be
They
cool.
was the targets. Like you could clearly
Yeah,
see targets. What
yeah,
we didn't see in the beginning was that Shamea was a part of it.
mm,
But and we know Porsha wasn't in it because we heard her and Kelly in the dressing room talking about they can't believe Britt told about the alliance.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you was trying to bring Porsha into it, that would have mean that Britt didn't have to tell her because you would have already told her, right?
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
It's all crazy.
it's crazy, but this is where I'm finna go with it, right? Because you
Mm.
know I got to go somewhere crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think that Shamea like suggested or brought Britt and Kelly into it because she said I didn't know Angela, so she implied that she already knew Kelly and Britt.
Mm-hmm.
She's
No,
implying
I'm
she already
I'm
knew.
sure Shamia started the whole alliance. She knew what she was gonna do, or she thought she knew what she was gonna do. She's seen Candy, she's seen Porsha, she's been around these housewives, and I think she really thought that she was gonna execute whatever plan she had, and everything failed, and it was a flop. And you know how Brittany is hot tempered. They said something about her. She probably went back to Porsha and told Porsha everything, and whatever happened between them just fell out. But can we talk about the whole Angela, Marcus, and what's his face,
Alex.
Alex?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how all these content creators, like, they must not have seen Marcus's posts and or Alex's posts and stuff,
They saw it. They saw it.
because
What
I
it
don't I
is
don't
a lot of
understand.
them, a lot of them have been paid and they got situations with Angela. I think some of them have agreed with her so they could get like exclusive info, and I think some of them might have just flat out taken payments because they are trying to avoid the receipts.
Mhm. It's just the fact that they're all, I believe it's Porsha. I believe it's Porsha because, I mean, not Porsha. I believe it's
Phaedra.
Phaedra. I believe it's Phaedra because she's lied before. Okay, I know how they say if someone lies once, you can never believe them.
If
But
that's
in
the
this
case, we
situation,
can't believe none of them hookers because all of them lie.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
But in this situation, there was no point.
None.
There was no need for her to do it. And it's like Angela's trying to make up any excuse why Phaedra would have done it. And it's just
Yeah. I think, you know what I think though? I think in that moment, she was trying to validate why she believed it. Because I think by that point, Angela knew nobody was going to believe Phaedra did it, but she just wanted them to believe that she legitimately believed that. And I've heard a couple of YouTubers try to say, well, see, Angela really thought that because of this, or Angela ain't really thought nothing.
Yeah. See,
did you listen to that 15-minute phone call?
Yeah, it's just so I don't know.
She
All them
ain't
phone
believe
calls.
nothing because that boy tried to tell her it was production and she wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
She would not listen.
Didn't she put out the video? I mean, the voice.
Yes, she did. She gave it to Giorgio Says, and I think she thought that was gonna make her look better, and it didn't. Just like she gave that other blogger the text messages where she sent somebody to go intimidate that boy at the restaurant and thought it was gonna make her look good.
Yeah, it made it worse because then it proves what he was saying about them basically strong arming him and him just saying whatever.
That's funny. Felicia, if she called a Fed, she was supposed to. That man was beating her up. Are y'all good? If a man beating you up and you could snitch him to the Feds, snitch to the Feds, because I would have.
Me
Girl,
too.
let me say this for the record, real quick, and I'm gonna get it back to you, sis. If a man hit me, I will tell on you to the Feds, to the CIA. If you ain't got papers, I'm calling ICE. If you owe money to the dope man, I'm gonna give him your mama address, your phone number. I'm gonna put one of them Apple AirTags in your car so the dope man can find you. I'm gonna set you up.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it.
That's why I don't know if Phaedra made up the lie or she got it from production about the whole Porsha and drugging.
Child, that came from Carlos King, and he knows he did it, and everybody know he did it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But I'm like, that's the whole reason why I think with Candy was because she found out Candy was hiding or keeping and holding some of Apollo's stuff, and that made her so
That's exactly what it was.
Yes, so when people say, oh, I don't know, it's just that's what it was. And I'm not saying she was right about repeating a rumor, but she was mad. Like I'd be mad. So I'm not saying it's okay, but when you're angry, sometimes you do stuff. No one's perfect.
Okay, I'm just saying, but everybody likes, I think it's just human nature for some people to be more upset with your reaction to somebody doing you wrong than them person doing you wrong. It's like people can treat you like whatever, but how you respond is what they're hung up on.
Yeah.
Do I think she should have been gossiping and repeating what she heard like that, something that ugly? Probably not. But for me, is it the end of the world? Absolutely not. Like I just don't care, because if I hear something about you, I'm gonna repeat it. I'm gonna make sure I make it clear that I don't know if this is true, but this is what the people say. I'm gonna repeat it. I'm gonna do it.
And what's even more irritating is Candy forgave Porsha. I mean, she didn't forgive Phaedra, but she forgave Porsha in some kind of sense, and they had a little bit of a friendship. So when people keep saying stuff about Porsha, it's like Candy's over it when it comes to Porsha.
Candy over it, but they not. They just, some people just live in a vacuum.
Yeah.
And they can't get past certain things. Like sis was like, oh, Phaedra called the Feds on him about his fraudulent activities. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well. Like I said, you ain't even gotta hint me, boo. You could pinch me. I promise you.
You can ball up your fists and it don't matter.
Look at here, you could jump at me like you're gonna do something. See what I do.
Yeah.
Hey, Sabra.
Didn't the FBI come to
Sabra.
Hi everybody, hi Porch. Didn't the FBI come and raid both their houses at one time?
I don't know nothing about that. What you got to say about the show, child?
Oh, I feel that Angela set Phaedra up because Angela seems like very jealous over her husband. And Phaedra knew her husband before she got married to him. Remember, Angela said how she was seeking him out, but Phaedra already was hanging out with him a couple of years before she got married to him.
No, she was not hanging out with him. She said that she has hung out with him in the past, and she said 10 years ago. That wasn't a couple of years. I can't think of no reason for her to attack Phaedra like that other than you just wanted to get her fired and you thought it would be a cool thing to do.
I think that Angela is so obsessed with anybody even looking at her husband.
But don't nobody want the granddaddy from Boondocks.
I like him.
Nobody.
I think he's gruff. He sounds like a New York dude through and through. I don't take nothing he says serious because
I ain't talking about nothing, taking nothing he says serious. I said what I said. Don't nobody want the granddaddy from Boondocks. I think Uncle Charles is okay too, but ain't nobody looking at that old crusty man like, ooh, sexy. Nobody. Ain't nobody looking at that man like that. Hold on, y'all.
Yep. Okay.
Felicia said, I didn't know Apollo was abusing Phaedra. Was, and Candy knew it. That's why it was messed up for Candy to be helping him, and you knew he was over there beating up your friend. She doesn't act as if he abused her when she's around him on recent shows. She even stated that her marriage would have lasted if she had married the medicine cast. I don't care what she said, but everybody knew that man was hitting her and knocking her the washer and dryer. Hold on. And Candy knew all about it. Even had the nerve to say, well, what was I supposed to do? So Candy knew about it. It wasn't no secret he was hitting that girl. So she was supposed to call them people and get him locked up. I'd have said it. Girl, I probably would have set him up to get robbed and everything else. I'm the wrong type of girl. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Amanda.
No, I was just saying with the whole Apollo thing. I don't know. It's just crazy. Their whole
you could see on her face she had fear in her eyes. Yeah. Even with the television crew there.
Back, step away from me. You could tell like she was like, don't play.
Yeah, don't touch me. Yeah, because she knew. Now my thing is, y'all know I'm a little ignorant. Ain't no little yellow. Ain't no little piss yellow finna put their hands on me. Let me just keep it a bean with you. You don't get your little yellow dingy behind away from me looking like a piece of notebook paper. If you don't slip and slide to the left, I'm going to show you that I'm a real Florida girl and you're not going to like it. I'm not the one or the two. I don't know one piss yellow man alive that better walk up and brush me too hard on the shoulder. I promise.
He act like he got mental problems.
I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. When I tell you his mama and them would have been fixing plates, and I'm going to leave it at that. They'd have been fixing plates.
Yeah, and what's even another thing that hit Phaedra was the fact that they brought Apollo on with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's not just they brought him on. Candy invited him to some event she had or something.
Yeah, it's just.
I say Candy was real slamming to that girl.
Yeah, people don't think, okay, yes, she,
Candy don't even want to be in the same room with her.
Yeah.
So something else happened.
Child, ain't no something else happened. What happened is what we saw.
But she benefited,
Yes.
So,
yes, that's exactly what she benefited from it. So that's why I get like exhausted when people keep bringing like, let us live. They ruined this whole season talking about old seasons on RHOA. Like and I feel, Amanda, I think they brought a bunch of fans on. These are a bunch of fans because they
I agree.
Seasons.
Yeah.
I agree. They went too much in the past. They kept bringing it up. So I think they hatched the plan at the beginning.
Yeah. Girl, we done already covered that part.
Yeah.
But another thing with Angela, she's so, I don't know.
Sneaky.
Yes, but like the whole Porsha saying I would sleep with Charles.
Yeah.
She knew, she just used that, but she knew what, Porsha was saying. Oh, you're talking
exactly. So that's what I said, Amanda. It was such bull crap.
Yeah.
All them women at the pool front was drunk as hell. It
wasn't about the drunk. You about to miss what she's saying. Amanda said the same thing I said. Angela knew darn well that girl ain't want your husband. Don't know. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Don't nobody want the granddaddy from Boondocks. That's an old saying. You bothering her, harassing her about sleeping with this person, that person. She was like, she better leave me alone before I sleep with hers. Yeah. Like that's literally how people be talking. Like, she just talking? You know good and well that girl don't want that old crusty man. Exactly. Don't nobody want him but you and whoever he tricking with, if he tricking.
Oh, he is.
I'm gonna say if, because that ain't none of my husband. Y'all know I try to take it easy.
He's done it before. She's even admitted to that. So, I mean, we know.
Well, if you don't trust your husband, that's on you.
Listen. Now, why would you say that, William? I don't know whether she put something in that man's drink or not. I don't know whether he was joking or just being mean-spirited. I don't know. I already talked about that, and I told y'all I didn't like that he said that. I don't like that he does stuff to try to like humiliate that lady. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for that.
Yeah. I think she was trying to record, but she couldn't.
Yeah, she was.
Why didn't she just come downstairs?
She did. So she said when she started trying to record and everybody had quit talking, you came down the stairs being weird. Like, who gonna let you record them when they off work? Like, literally, once they wrap for the night, mics are off, cameras off, they down there drinking, chilling, having a ball. Why would they let you record them so you got footage on them? Like, that's weird. Angela's a creeper too, a little bit. If you want to confront her. You miss big bad. I wear a size 72 shoe. Go out there, y'all. The camera's off. Y'all off work. Y'all, you could have went ahead and mollywop if you got it in you. I don't think you do. You could have went down there. What you say about my husband? Pop, 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 pop. Get the tapping her up if you really that girl. But that ain't what you did.
And all of them were talking about her. Remember, some people were talking about how she dressed, and you know,
they was calling her Big Bird. Yep. And remember, Amanda, she said that somebody said they had seen her husband around town with chicks.
Yeah. So it wasn't just Porsha. All of them.
Look at this fool. Listen, anybody who wants $30, yeah, they might want him. You're right. Anybody who would take $30 might want him. Believe say, well, to be fair, Charles look better than Simon. Girl, I took a poop last week, look better than Simon. That ain't saying much.
Simon should just go ahead and be the poster child for Cialis and Viagra.
No, he shouldn't. He should just go sit down somewhere and leave us alone. That's what he should do. Leave us alone. I don't want to see him nowhere. I'm tired of seeing Granddaddy. I'm sick of Granddaddy. Granddaddy Simon.
Now he's dude from a whole different country. Like, okay.
Yeah, he in a whole different country harassing us with his flaccid member. I don't want. Listen, sir, you are no longer chasing Porsha with that limp noodle. Don't come chasing us with it. I don't want to do that. See, whatever that curse is you got on your meat, our husbands don't have that curse. We don't want to hear about yours.
Mm-hmm.
He got that from running scams.
Remember, I don't know where he got it from. Can we not talk about his limp meat? Because I already did a live covering that. You just wasn't here.
Okay. Remember,
I don't want to talk about no limp meat.
Bragging.
You said you can't win when you play dirty. I'm so disappointed in Shamea.
Okay, hold on. Amanda was trying to say something. What'd you say, Amanda?
Oh, I was just saying, remember when he was bragging to Dennis about him having a movie company. I mean, a movie.
Yep. Talking about some got him on speed dial. Yeah. I'm glad he did so he could hurry up and move his stuff.
Right.
Belize and JB, girl, she got a loud pack talking about she wanted Simon, wouldn't put it. Why the hell not? Charles Oakley ain't no paymaster. You sound crazy. She wanted somebody that was gonna kick them dollars down. And Charles Oakley is not that cat. He ain't finna spend no money. You could look at him and tell his money is super glued to the inside of his pocket. He probably got duct tape at the rim of the pocket. You ain't getting no money out there, man. Don't nobody want no man you can't get money from. Where y'all at? Where y'all been?
Look like Angela spent up all his money losing them houses. She said they was paying $100,000 a month.
She ain't spent up all his money. She spent up all her money.
Oh.
And he ain't finna give her no more. She sat up there and told them people that he said right there on the show. Where was you? She told her therapist that he said he wasn't putting no more money in it. So no, she did not spend up all his money. He ain't finna give her all his money. Who the hell? Listen, that man sitting up there smelling like icy hot mothballs, and all his money is glued to his pocket. He probably sleep with his money taped to his chest. You ain't getting no money out that man.
You don't trust.
It's the truth.
I'ma hop down. Y'all enjoy.
All right, girl. How I see it, girl. How I see it, TB. Look at this one, Amanda. She say after tonight's reunion, I need everybody to stop caring about who's a liar on these shows, because it's clear every single one of them lie. Yes, ma'am.
Porsha's a liar. Oh, Phaedra's a liar. No, y'all all are liars. I don't want to hear it either.
Now, Amanda, you've been right here with us. Haven't I been saying that to them? I keep telling them all these women is terrible people. They're a bunch of liars. I've been saying it. Nobody listens, Amanda.
Yep. And this season, you can tell everybody has something to lie about. Everybody.
Man, look. All of them.
Yes, and it's just so, easy to see. It's not even like, oh, we have to question it. No. We see what you said, and it's a lie. There's proof. You're a liar.
Yep. Big liar. And I agree with you. Porsha and Shamea, here's some stuff ain't been said. And Shamea probably praying Porsha don't say it. And girl, did you see on the preview? It looked like Shamea about to Porsha finna out it a little bit. She talking about, girl, you was kissing Candy in the club. I was kissing Candy in the club. See, Porsha don't mind letting it all hang out, but I don't think Shamea's husband knows she been up there getting love in the club.
I didn't even think about that.
I say, wait a minute, these heifers finna tell on each other that bad? Mm-hmm. Stop it, I say.
She has cheating rumors, so I don't know. It's
talking about the girl infidelity rumors, and then Porsha up there on them people's stage and telling everybody and their mama that you was up there kissing Candy in the club. How's she gonna explain that?
Shamea started it. I don't know.
This is embarrassing. Like, like I say, me, it's certain stuff I feel like I'm not gonna ever look for the downfall of your marriage or your business. Now if the man beating you up or something, I'm gonna leave that up to you, because some ladies feel like they could take a punch.
Yeah,
not me, but if you can, God bless you, right? But I don't know how Shamea gonna explain that one.
I don't either. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe her husband's a pushover. I don't know.
I don't know about that now. I don't know.
Since it was another woman. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, sis, because I'm sitting here like, well, rumors is one thing, but then when it's your friend and your husband know you and her as besties, and then he's saying stuff like that,
yeah,
it's like, girl, it's a lot of weight on that. It's a lot of weight on that. So I don't know. Felicia say that's what Porsha does. She cutthroat, but gets away because she do the dumb blonde. Nah, man. You act like Shamea ain't been shooting at that girl all season.
Yeah, in this situation, she's been like Porsha,
real quiet,
and up everything that the viewers have said, and tried to use that this season to make people look at Porsha even worse than they probably already did, or the people that liked Porsha tried to make it worse. So this situation it's different.
Yep, that's what it sounds like to me. And Chica is right too. Porsha don't mind outing herself, so she put it on out there. Shamea ain't trying to out herself though.
Porsha ain't got no husband anymore.
Yeah, sure no. She ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
right out the window. We was both kissing Candy in the club. I was like, and the rest of the rookie couch over there, like, they was kissing Candy. I'm sitting there like, hoes, this is how you play right here. This is how you play. Y'all up here trying to do fake drama. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. Antoinette say Shamea gonna jump up and hug Porsha. She better.
At the end, and then she gonna give her that purse.
Ooh, baby, when I tell you, if Shamea was smart, she'd have threw that person Porsha.
We're going to see at the end of this. I bet you they're going to hug. She's going to give Porsha the purse.
She
But
better.
then afterwards, they're not talking still, so she got a free.
Yep, if she's smart, hug her, kiss her full on the cheek, give her that pocketbook, reach in your bag, see if you got some loose, bills in there, some money loose in your purse or something. Handle that too. Give her your favorite shade of lipstick. Pass her that one if you got a nice, you got some Ultima 2 in there or something, some Pat McGrath. Pass her that too. Whatever you got in your bag, just pass. Matter of fact, give her your purse and the Kira purse, all of them, so she can shut up telling your business.
I don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing else. Be quiet. Because, girl, they've been trying to make Porsha give them some action all season. Now she giving them action at their reunion. When I saw her say that, I said,
no, people have been irritating me because they keep saying Porsha's using Drew as a storyline. Drew keeps on bringing up stuff every time they're in a group together.
Yep.
Porsha only says something when someone asks her something about.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like, if Porsha wasn't there, I mean, if if Drew wasn't there, Porsha would have no storyline. But everyone has Porsha's name in their mouth, so like Porsha's kind of everybody's storyline till the end when Phaedra became
when Phaedra showed up for 10 days.
Yeah,
baby, all the action in Phaedra. Are you okay? Let me ask you: are you surprised that Phaedra is getting all this action after only being there for 10 days?
I am, because she didn't really do anything. But I don't know. Like, I thought, why would she even come back? Like, she's not going to do anything.
Baby, y'all better be glad. Y'all better be glad she came back, because how would we have a 3-part reunion? We spent a lot of time on Phaedra.
Yeah, and the whole market situation. Now, if Britt came and Kenny came, it would be different. But this whole I guess Angela was the one to make Phaedra relevant this season.
But you know what else? Now, I don't know if you heard this. Did you hear Shamea when she was like, "Oh, Britt had said that she was gonna get you if you said anything to her. She didn't see it for you or Porsha." Maybe if Angela hadn't had it in her mind to go after Phaedra, Britt might have went after her. But we didn't even get a chance to get that.
Maybe, but Britt was against everybody towards the end.
She was, up until she started scrubbing between Phaedra booty cheeks.
Oh my God. She would, yeah. That was disgusting. Gross. I don't even want to picture it.
Me either, because I'm like, how did you do that? Did you get down on your knees between that girl booty? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So you climbed in the shower with her while she was washing her tail so you could get...
Right. And then she got naked the next day.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to know that much about you. Don't show me that much of yourself. I don't want, and don't help me bathe. Don't help me bathe. No.
That's another thing why I know that Britt wasn't really traumatized by it all, because she got naked on the show.
On the show and put her titties on that rented countertop.
If you crying and everything about these poster boards that no one saw, but you're also getting naked on TV, like, what's
for the world to see
you doing it? So I don't know.
That's crazy. That's crazy. There go my peanut. She like number 206. I thought you was asleep, little girl. I see it say Porsha laid it out perfectly. Shamea came back with old tea to get the fans riled up in her favor.
Exactly.
Go. And she did it because right now, like, especially at the beginning of the season, a lot of people was like, "Ooh, I want somebody to get Porsha." That's why when she was kind of like, taking little shots or whatever, everybody was like, "Ooh, we like Shamea." And then she overplayed her hand, and people was like, "Ugh, Shamea."
Now, I will say I was excited to see her come because, I thought she was going to be good. And then she flopped. She flopped. She could have been good if she wasn't trying to take down Porsha so bad. She has stuff she can go on.
Because at the beginning of the season, before she went all in on this takedown Porsha moment, I enjoyed her a couple of episodes. Like when it was like the beginning of one of the episodes, I don't know if you remember it, where she was doing this fake country music song and like clowning about all the wild stuff the girls was doing. It was actually kind of funny. I enjoyed it. She was being really cool with everybody. I enjoyed it. Little did I know she was behind the scenes part of a throuple.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this: Britt Edie does look a little less crazy for the "I love you, I'm gonna be there for you." Because I'm like,
she still look crazy.
She still look crazy, but not quite as crazy. Because I'm like, you don't even know this girl like that, and y'all just fell out over 3 rolls of paper towels and a $250 cash app. And it's like, oh, now I get it, because y'all had a whole relationship outside of this. Y'all was in a throuple, you, her, and Kelly.
Yeah.
And a lot of us, I'm sure you did too, was trying to figure out if you and Kelly fell out, why you snitching on Shamea? Because Shamea was a part of that alliance.
Now we know.
Remember, her and Kelly fell out. They talking about Kelly. It was her, Cynthia, and Britt. Porsha, Cynthia, and Britt. And she just randomly like, I don't think that's what a friend does, and started talking about Shamea in text messages. I'm like, what does Shamea and a text messages have to do with Kelly and the Glam Squad? I was so lost.
Yeah, it was crazy. Kelly did, as soon as her and Britt stopped being friends, cling to Shamea like they just knew each other for years. So yeah, you could tell the alliance now.
It was. Remember, they started saying, "Hey friend, hey best friend, hey." I'm like, best friend.
And they didn't even before this season started.
But they did though.
You think they knew each other long? I mean, they're making it seem like, oh, we've been best friends. I don't think they really know each other long enough to consider each other best friends, though.
Well, she said, and somebody had to remind me when I caught on to her saying, well, I didn't know Angela. Somebody, I don't remember who it was in the chat last week, reminded me, and they were right, that Shamea said, oh, I met her at the radio station when my baby was in ICU, or when my baby was just born and she was sick, or something to that effect. So she's been knowing her for a little minute.
Okay.
You said that she was cooking for me.
Oh, and saw her when both their daughters or something like that.
Something to that effect. Yeah. So it's like, oh.
Okay.
That's why Kelly immediately clung onto her and dropped Britt, and that's why Britt was mad, because we had an alliance and y'all gonna kick me out. So she blew the doors open, told everything. That's why her and Shamea and Kelly was in that dressing room talking about they can't believe Britt told.
Yeah. I want to stand with my personal business.
Yep. And what was that comment about her breaking in rooms? I'm like, Angela, what are you even talking about?
She was throwing stuff out there, like, really. She was throwing anything out there. Then they were like talking over each other, so you couldn't really hear what each other was saying. It was just so stupid.
I noticed the rookie couch did that a lot tonight.
Yes, it made no sense. And with Porsha, every time she was making sense and was about to get something,
Shamea started yelling.
Yeah, Shamea would yell and try to, shut her down. So hopefully next episode, Porsha will at least have the time to actually, say what happened.
Yeah. And that's right. Angela did help Phaedra justify that 10-day check. Only to get there and find out that Phaedra had a whole guarantee contract.
Yeah. Yes. How would she have 10 days to come up with this whole plot with Marcus?
10 days.
10 days. Yes. That's just crazy. That's just
crazy.
Came up with this whole big story. Went finding people, sending letters, giving numbers in 10 days.
In 10 days. All of that. All of that.
Yeah.
And it's like Phaedra was really like not even taking Angela serious, which made it look even worse. And then she was like, everything you said about me is a lie. And Phaedra was like, I ain't never said nothing about you. I didn't know about you. And I was like, oh God. It was the slightest roast, but it roasted. I was like, oh my God.
Yes. And it just irritates me when people are like, this is how she acted when she was lying at that reunion about Candy. And her facial expressions, this is what she did then. So that's why you could tell she was lying now. And I'm like, give it up, y'all. Like,
yeah, let it go. Angela's been caught. The jig is up.
Yeah.
The jig is up. Like it's yeah, that was crazy. She breaking in rooms and Phaedra was basically clowning her like, oh, now I'm a robber. Okay.
They're like, you're not in rooms that I'm in,
Robber.
and you're not known in rooms that I'm in, but
I'm breaking into rooms.
I'm like, yeah, people are gonna know you if they're in your room. That was so stupid.
Right.
They don't know you. Well,
girl, we already know. Right. And girl, Felicia, we already know Porsha's a snake. We've covered how much of a snake and how much skin she done shed on this channel. We know.
Yeah.
We're aware.
Yeah.
What we're saying is she ain't did nothing to Shamea. That's all we saying.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm gonna jump down to the comments as well.
Okay. Thank you for hollering at me. This is so much fun. I'm always excited when I get to hang out with somebody.
All right.
All right. Bye, sis. Thank you. I'm gonna grab a few more comments and then we're gonna go. I promise y'all a few more and then we out of here. How I see it says it's how Shamea said last week Porsha was a part of the alliance, but this week she said she was trying to pull her into it. And don't forget, in the dressing room, she told Kelly, I can't believe Britt told her about it. So it's like, were you really trying to pull her in it, or you didn't want to tell her and Britt told it? Shamea's using best friend to annoy Porsha. Porsha wasn't at that poolside when Kelly came over there to Shamea's mansion, and Shamea was like, hey, best friend. Porsha wasn't there. They met at the hospital. I knew it was something like that. I knew something. So what do you think about Kelly? Kelly trying to be with the millionaires. I mean, yeah. I would too. I'm just saying, I wouldn't hang around them too much because I don't have money to keep up with no millionaires. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all call me to make y'all a dress or cook y'all a pot of greens, I'm your girl. Call your girl. Feel free to tip me. I looked at Shamea sideways when she invited Ralph to film with her and Porsha. I also looked at her sideways knowing that she spoke to Britt about donations privately and still aired her out on camera. True. Antoinette say next week, I'll admit that I was wrong about the newbies and Shamea. I never liked Angela. I never liked her either. Mo say, how about Porsha is using the stylist that Kelly was upset about? Upset. Is she really using that guy that looked like Tamala Man? Was it? Oh, is that for Angela, how to lose your credibility in 10 days? Because that's crazy. So what was Kelly's real beef? It clearly was not the team. I don't know. It could have been the team. And then I think it went sideways from there because Britt felt away and she took it personal. And then she thought Shamea was taking sides and she felt like Shamea shouldn't be taking sides because we all in the alliance. You know? I don't know, y'all. I'm reading y'all comments for a little bit before I go. Felicia says Shamea will do anything to get back on good graces with Porsha. I think. Wait, she set that up for Porsha. She looked like a lapdog again. I mean, she clearly set it up to knock Porsha down. She almost had it, to be honest. All she had to do was not overplay her hand. Like she was, you know, the fans were liking her. Everybody was on her side. Nobody could see through her bull crap. I always did, but nobody else did. All she had to do was not go too far. Shamea started doing too much, and then people started seeing through her because it was working. DS, why are you crazy? She could say, wonder how Angela's fans and bloggers will try to justify Angela's BS. Girl, I have seen them do backflips, stretch themselves into pretzels to make it work, and it ain't work. Oh, Felicia, please come back because you fun too. I like when people chime in because, you know, I don't like nobody, but I like to talk to people who like some of the people, and I like talking to people who don't like none of the people because it's fun to talk to the girls. Antoinette said Angela's pretending like she's a household name. In reality, she's Andrea Kelly. I cannot. Wow. Whew. Let me ask y'all something. Let me get this off my screen because Antoinette crazy. Let me ask y'all this. I hate I ain't asked Amanda while I had her. Okay. Do y'all think Porsha gonna tell us who went to the people to try to get Kenya fired? In the chat. Y for yes, N for no. Do y'all think Porsha gonna tell us next week who went to the people to try to get Kenya fired? Let me know what y'all think. Because I don't even know. And I want to know so bad if she gonna do it. Oh, I see a couple of Y's. Belize and JB say no, she ain't gonna give it up. Jessica Brown say yes, she gonna give it up. Z Molly say yeah. Bianca and Amanda say no, she ain't gonna give it up. T Love say no, she ain't gonna give it up. DS say yeah. Ashley say no. Man, I hope she give that up. I believe it's Kelly, y'all. I believe it's Kelly that went and tried to get him fired. Or what if the plot twist is Shamea was the one that went to the people to try to get Kenya fired? What if it ain't Kelly at all? What if it was Shamea? Now that we know that Shamea, Kelly, and Britt was in an alliance. Richard say no. Peanut say eventually, but maybe not next week. Dang. Mo say no. Black Pixie, you with me? Not sure. Maybe. I want to know so bad because now, whereas before, a lot of us were like absolutely sure, like, oh yeah, Kelly did this. Kelly did this. A lot of us was real sure Kelly did it, but now I'm just like, Shamea, you did that. Shamea could have did this. Yes, because of that alliance, she absolutely could have been the one to do it. Oh my God. Meanwhile, Shamea was in that car with Porsha and Kenya talking about the situation, not even knowing that got during Shamea was part of the alliance with the girl that got you fired. Then Kenya went on her channel talking stuff about Porsha taking sides with Shamea. I wonder how she feel right now sitting to the house to find out that the girl you taking up for was actually kicking it with the chick that got you out of here. How I see it is if Shamea did not go against Britt, she would have gotten away with the takedown of Porsha. Ooh, that's the game. I don't think she would have got away with the takedown because Shamea started messing it up and the fans wasn't feeling her no more, but she definitely wouldn't have got caught with that alliance because Britt wouldn't have told. Britt revealing that Shamea shared Porsha's text with her made Shamea look crazy. Yeah, it did. Okay, Felicia say she don't think it's going to be revealed, but I think Porsha is going to tell us about the lesbian relationship Shamea was involved in. Oh. Mo say no because Porsha's a Bravo sweetheart. Yeah, maybe. Maybe all three. Maybe all three of them did. No. Porsha said that one of the housewives, she specifically said one of the housewives went to the people to try to get Kenya fired and asked for Kenya to be fired. It was one of them. And all the while, most of us was like, oh, it had to be Kelly. It had to be Kelly. Kelly sat in Kenya's face, lied to her face. Oh, I never heard her mention a GUN, blase, squaze. But how we know it wasn't Shamea? Because she was part of that too. Oh, Chica say Andy may tell her to tell it. Because last week Andy was making Porsha tell everything Britt told her. Amanda K say, do you think Britt went and said she would sue if they didn't kick her off? Well, the gossip is that Britt went and had a lawyer talk to them. And that's what happened. So I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's what Jesse Wu had put out there. So I don't know how true it is. Okay, spoiler, she told at Drew Gate. That ain't no spoiler, baby. We already seen it. I don't know. I hope she do. It's a check. Because the answer to that is simple. It's the alliance. You say T-Love say Shamea didn't do it. But how do we know that? How do we know? That's the question. How do we know Shamea didn't do it? Because we were so sure it was Kelly, but now I'm not so sure. I'm not. Jessica say the text was before Porsha and Shamea had they sit down. They did a flashback. What they got to do with anything? We don't care about that. I'm trying to figure out if Porsha finna tell us who went to talk to the people. Ashley say Shamea didn't look shocked when the photos was exposed at the event. I told you she wasn't shocked like that. Remember? Go back and watch my video from that week. I told you. Shamea already knew. Because Porsha already knew. Porsha sat there tonight and told us that she already knew about the videos and the pictures. Antoinette say, did you believe Kenya's apology? No. And I don't think she owed Britt an apology. I think she owed the fans an apology and her castmates, but I don't think she owed Britt no apology. Why would Kenya need to apologize to Britt? Dang, Black Pixie. Well, Britt ain't coming back. Britt ain't got no job. So you ain't got to worry about Britt refusing to film with Kenya because she going to be filming to her house. Evolution says Kenya knows a lot of Shamea and Porsha business. Remember, Shamea was hanging out with Kenya when she was pregnant, and Kenya said they became close. That's what she said. And then that girl was in an alliance with the chick who got her fired. So let's see what goes down. Let's see if Kenya air it out. Evie say you did say that Shamea didn't look shocked. You remember your mama told you that? Shamea knew about this. It was all over her face. I'm like, Shamea knew about this. Because remember, the first board that Kenya held up was just a picture of all her faces that she done got done. Showing all them faces, that wasn't no big deal. But as soon as Shamea saw the faces, I saw recognition. It was like, oh, this what she about to do. She already knew about the pictures. She already knew. T-Love talking about trust me, it's not her of anything they all voted out. Child, please. Why would I trust you? Do you know them? We all got our opinions. I don't know that it wasn't Shamea. I was quite certain it was Kelly, but now I'm not so certain because now we got two suspects. Before we had one suspect, now we got two. So I don't know that it was Kelly. It could have been Kelly because it's the obvious, choice, but it also could be Shamea. They were in a throuple. They were in an alliance. Sorry, not sorry. Ashley said, I believe Britt threw a tantrum and production took their tails and took her side. I can't see none of the newbies having enough pull to get Kenya off the show. Yeah, that's what happened. But the gossip that Jesse Wu brought out, and I don't know how true it is, but that's why I'm telling you who said it. She said that Britt had a lawyer that spoke to a lawyer, and the lawyer had contacted them folks, and that's what they decided to do to stop it from being a lawsuit. The threat of a lawsuit was enough to make them just bounce Kenya. And then she tried to do the threat of a lawsuit again, and then we found out that the second time it ain't even no lawsuit because she ain't paid the money to file it. Red say the funny part is Kenya taking up for Shamea and homegirl was in the background helping to get rid of her. The new girls probably was trying to get rid of all of the oldest. I think so. Because you could tell from the beginning, Britt Edie was after Kenya and Kelly was show after Porsha. And Shamea was in the background pretending like she was defending Porsha, but cutting her up close. Amanda K say, I don't want it to be Cynthia, but Cynthia's the only one that isn't part of anybody's alliance. That's true too. It could have been Cynthia. But I don't think it was, though. It could be. Could be. Yeah, Kelly was the most openly outraged, but Shamea was hiding the whole time. We didn't even know Shamea's connection to it. So I don't put nothing past her. I don't. Yeah, I hope Porsha tell it too, Miss Niecy. Not the Legion Alliance. Not the Legion Alliance. You are funny. Black Pixie say Porsha got who said that Shamea's snit love yet. You got to retype that one, sis. I can't figure it out. They skipped past Porsha saying she was helping Kenya get a brick. Type it again. Yep, T Love. Now that is a fact. We shall see. It remains to be seen. But I'm not counting nobody out, especially not nobody that was connected to Britt Edie. And what we know right now is that these ladies have admitted there was an alliance between those three ladies. So we already know it wasn't Britt. So I'm looking at nobody but Kelly and Shamea. Evie says Shamea was playing between the new girls, Kenya and Porsha. She's something else, real nasty. Just like, she acting like Sarah. Yeah, I don't think Cynthia did that either. But we know Cynthia can be slimy. So I can't say that, she was born in no baptismal pool. I don't know what she won't do, but I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Right. And Cynthia isn't a housewife, and Porsha did say housewife. Yeah. Yep, she had planned to be the next HBIC, and she failed miserably. It's not about having pull, because none of them new chicks ain't got no pull. It's just about weighing in and adding your voice to the noise. I think it was Shamea. That's why she won't shut up. Deborah, you really think so? I'm going to say this. Sis, I don't know. Something about this, I don't know. Something look funny with this. Something look funny with this. Something looks funny. I just want to see if Porsha gonna tell it. She did say she was trying to help Kenya get the information out, but not in that way. I got that too. This tough. Felicia say it was the fan favorite Porsha. She always cut all the friends' throat no, girl, no. Because if she did it, she wouldn't be talking about it. One thing about Porsha gonna be a snake and be quiet. If Porsha mentioning it, it wasn't Porsha. Now, I understand y'all not liking Porsha, but we gotta, in order for us to figure out a mystery, y'all, we got to stay focused. Shamea be trying to do the wave to distract us from the truth. I can't take you. Not the wave. Oh my God. Bianca says Shamea is the new housewife, but she's filmed for seasons. She could get in good with production. Yeah, and them executives know her. She has relationships. Relationships matter. And she has cultivated relationships with them people over the years. That's why I'm saying it could well be her. It could be Kelly, but it could be her too. I'm not counting her out. How I see it, TV say Porsha said she was helping Kenya get information on Britt, and Andy skipped over that real quick. Porsha said I was helping Kenya and was shocked she took it to hell. It wasn't even just that. Porsha been running her mouth like somebody got a generator hooked up to her bosom the whole time. She been telling y'all everything you need to know, but ain't nobody listening. Yeah, she failed. Kenya got it out for Cynthia, but she ain't doing nothing to Cynthia. She just cut Cynthia off. She ain't did nothing to her. But if she come back and Cynthia on that show, I think we gonna have a hell of a 17. That's all I'm gonna say. I would love for Kenya to come back and go and put Cynthia on there full time and bring Marlo back while you at it. Throw in a little Kim Zolciak. Come on, go crazy. I want to see how this play out. Y'all know Kim need a check where she can quit stealing her baby's money. Mm-hmm. Yep. Shamea did get first chair. Mm-hmm. But you got people talking about she ain't got enough pull. Okay. Listen, sometimes I be wondering, we all watching the same show. I be wondering. I was wondering. Yeah, we did need Marlo. Mm-hmm. Yep. They need to go on, bring on in, throw in Kim, give me a little Cynthia, a little Kenya, mix it all around, shake it up, toss it on the table. Let's see what we get. Because I feel like that'll be a show, but all them new chicks got to go. I'm sorry. I don't want none of them. I'm glad Britt went on and moved herself out the equation. Kelly, you can go too, because she ain't gave us nothing but yelling and screaming and jumping in people's conversations. Gone. Drew should have been gone. Since her first season, she should have been gone. Since Drop It with Drew, she should have been gone. It's 100 times she should have been gone. Angela ain't gave us nothing but this weird storyline and a June bug. And Shamea, maybe she can go back to being a friend or something, but I don't even know how that would work now after her alliance situation. That was so corny and messy. I'm just like, who's she gonna be a friend of unless they gonna let her be Kenya's friend? And we don't know whether Kenya want her to be her friend after finding out about the alliance. I don't know. Z says, I think Kelly quickly became Shamea's friend because she wanted Shamea to borrow her money to pay her bills. She didn't quickly become her friend. They were already friends, honey. There was an alliance. It's an alliance. Now let Kenya come back, because Kenya and Cynthia need to hash this out on camera. They owe us a season. I don't know why y'all don't want no good TV. They owe us a season. Red say, boom. I said the same ish. Porsha been telling it all, but it's not sticking. Yeah, Porsha been telling Red. Ain't nobody paying attention. The girl telling everything. She ain't heard nothing. I don't know. Getting that divorce from Granddaddy must have opened up something in the back of her brain, because she tell everything. I be listening to Porsha. She tell you in her don't call me Porsha who it was and stuff. She be telling everything, and y'all don't be listening. Yep, I saw them graduating and stuff. They're cute children. Oh yeah, we need we need Sheree too. Don't bring back Angela. I don't want Sheree to mess with Angela. I want Angela gone. I don't want to mess with Angela. After the June bug of it all, after she took me down to the June bug, no ma'am, I don't want to see that hooker no more. No. When I say I don't want to see it no more, she didn't slip up. She was trying to tell y'all what's going on. That's why I say some of y'all women, that's why y'all end up with no good men. Because when people try to tell y'all stuff, you don't listen. You trying to look for something else when they telling you what it is. Porsha told you what it was. She told you. She told you. And you looking for something else. That's why the men be playing y'all right there, because they be done told y'all what's going on and y'all ain't listening. She could say Shamea got first chair because of her beef with Porsha, nothing more. If you say so. All of them had beef with Porsha. Hell, Drew had beef with Porsha, and they had her at the end of the couch. Hello, good night. Child, I don't know. I'm sorry, Mo, but Angela ain't even in Sheree league. No type of a way. No type of a way. No. Sheree ain't never carved her nose down to a clitoris. She ain't got no huge feet that look like mud flaps. She ain't never tried to set up no whole scene coaching somebody into what lie to tell. She don't run around just telling random lies. Sheree lie for reasons. She be lying too, but Sheree lie for a reason. Child, listen, y'all keep trying to put Nene in this, and y'all know she not coming back. They'll have to bring her all the way back and prove me. They have to prove it to me. I don't believe it. Yeah, Ashley, bring Sheree and her tater chips. They the right thickness, just the right amount of salt. Yeah. Yeah, no more Angela. No more Angela. I don't ever want to see her again in my life. Ever. She's a horrible person. The rest of them, I don't like them, but she's horrible. Like, to be honest with you, I take Drew over Angela at this point, and I can't stand Drew. But if I got to suffer through another season of Drew, I'll take that over Angela. Never again. That was disgusting. And I don't want Drew because she was a part of it. She was a part of that. She was assisting. She was assisting in that garbage. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, definitely not in Sheree League. Not now day of the week. Not one day of the week. Sheree up there knocking. What is Sheree 60 yet or close to 60 and looks darn good. I bet you ain't see no gashes in Sheree neck. Ain't nobody looked at Sheree and told her she lying about her age. I bet you that. Mm-mm. Girl, no. Phaedra brother name ain't no goddamn Junebug. And don't forget, Angela first said it was Marcus' uncle. And then she get there tonight talking about his brother and his sister. The brother and the sister? The brother and the sister. His sister know the brother and the sister. And he know Phaedra brother and sister. But what happened to the auntie? What is we talking about? What are we talking about? Nene did not get millions from Bravo. Stop that. And they didn't wash their hands completely because she was on another show and NBC is back doing business with her. Drew was getting drinks for Marcus and then helping find pics and texting them and having phone conversations with them. And they got screenshots from her texting and telling him what to do. So Drew was all in it. And when they went and met with them dudes, Drew was at the table with them. Deborah say she feel like Shamea did it. Wow. Drew was the assistant. She looked so stupid walking in with that guy. Drew and Rev also appear to be scripting their 3-year divorce. I think so too, girl. I think it's fake. But then again, Rev outed her real bad with them text messages. And it looked like next week he gonna put her on blast. He was like, she told me that Dennis was trying to hunch her, was trying to go with her. So I'm just like, I don't know. Rev act like the ops. Rev act like the ops. Like when it come to Dennis and Porsha, Dennis gonna do some little messy stuff here and there because Porsha be hurting that man feelings. But you could tell when it come down to it, he's still team Porsha. They don't even go together no more. And he's still team Porsha. Rev act like the ops. He acts like he is the ops. For real. Yeah, he act like he don't like that girl. If I was her and he was playing with me like that, trying to embarrass me and stuff, I probably would have picked up a skillet, a frying pan or something and went to work. Honestly. Actually think Angela should have stomped on Junebug and left us alone. Okay, hold on. That's my sign to get off of here because y'all crazy. Okay, she got a great settlement, but we don't know she got no millions of dollars. We don't know what that lady got. That's what I'm saying. We know about a settlement, but we don't know how much money that lady got. Did Nene tell you how much money she got? Because she ain't told me. Yeah, he definitely the ops. Definitely. Actually crazy, but talking about Angela should have stomped on Junebug. I can't. Listen. May the Lord watch between me and thee while we absent one from another. Y'all crazy. Y'all know what time it is. If you didn't hit that like button on the way in, hit it on the way out. Y'all are crazy. Also, you'll know every time we go live on this good channel, okay? Or if you join Discord, you will also, I can guarantee you gonna know every time we go live on this good channel, okay? Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, because we love having you here. I have a wonderful time going back and forth and laughing and kikiing with y'all. Y'all are everything, baby. We stomping on Junebugs. People got capital gums and lowercase teethuses. We got all types of things going on over here. Y'all are really crazy. If you want to join channel membership, there's a join button beneath the video. There's also a membership link in the description box. I want to say a special thank you to Delicia Dismute, to Jandria, my baby, to Miss Gigi, to Sparrow, to Nashina M. I want to say thank you to each and every one of these lovely folks who supported the live stream. I appreciate you. Also in the description box with the membership link is the link for my book, Little Girl, Big World. It is a survival guide for all little girls leaving home for the first time. Make sure every little girl you know has one. We got to keep our daughters safe and away from dudes like Dennis and Ralph. Don't play. There's the Discord link. Make sure you in Discord, okay? In the description box, we got the link for our Amazon storefront so we can all shop together for everybody's individual homes. We got the link for our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and represent the royal family. We got the link for my Amazon wish list in case y'all want to help me out with some more bling so I can bling more things. I bling everything and I'm back. The bling bug is back. And I need notebooks and pens, so y'all hook a girl up. I appreciate all the support, okay? But for real, I appreciate y'all for hanging out, for talking, for making me think, making me laugh. Thank y'all for the comments. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for sending up bubbles. And thank you for watching. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you hung out with me. And I appreciate you. So as always, y'all, be positive, be productive. Encourage the ones around you and make sure, most importantly, that you encourage yourself. And remember, in case no one else says it to you, God loves you. I love you. And there is nothing you can do about it. Talk to you again soon, okay?